Yo, man, welcome.
We on?
Today I am joined by one of the best people that God have ever had the privilege to produce. So if y'all know if I'm saying that, y'all know I gotta be talking about me or my son. So today, on this day of resurrection, I present to the world for you all to get acquainted with a better version of me, my son. Why you want me to introduce you, son? You want me to say
Oh
GP?
no!
You want me to say Junior? You
At
want
this
me to say
point,
Lil Me?
at this point, it don't matter. I'm already embarrassed at this point.
Why you embarrassed? You embarraed for being fly?
Man, not to take your whole
That's
introduction, like my heartbeat,
crazy.
like your parents embarrassed. Like, I guess y'all just embarrass y'all kids now, in
Damn,
older
that's
age.
embarrassing. But listen though, man, this is gonna be a great day. And listen, y'all, this is my first. I know you guys are not used to seeing me on an episode, man, with a guest or not, because uh I kind of like my thoughts to stay between me and y'all. You know what I'm saying? But today, man, I included my son, man, because I think he have an interesting perspective on a lot of the things that we be discussing, guys, that we need to discuss. So it took a lot for me to get this fool here. So y'all better enjoy it while y'all got it, because it might not happen again. It might not happen again, but hopefully we gonna stay optimistic.
Being honest, I might see a little UFC, but might might get a little UFC and some little uncommon nonsense. Might get the best of both worlds.
We don't know what it's gonna
Because I'm
go.
waiting for you to provoke me. I know you finna provoke me. I know you
we
is
don't know.
because listen, before we started, we had a specific topic we was talking about. But as soon as he started setting up, he said, "We going off the hip, son."
I'm saying though, ain't the hip the best place to shoot from?
Not when you fucking with somebody else that come off the hip too.
But come on though, nigga, you a shooter. You a shooter. You prefer the hip. But listen, y'all, man, I just wanted to introduce y'all, man, to us, you know, because hopefully, man, this is the start of something beautiful, man. And the reason why we decided to do this, man, because we find as father and son, like, man, his stories are very similar. And you guys get to know us, y'all gonna realize, like, man, how the hell is these two dudes so different but so much alike? And we really look forward to y'all guys seeing that, because we don't see nothing else like this out there. We don't see no father and son, especially no type of father and son, like two alpha males, not a alpha. Well, I don't even think an alpha can produce a beta, but not a beta dad and a beta child. This is two alphas, so y'all can look for some alpha episodes. On this
So
show.
that's plural. That's what it is.
Yeah, I said alphas.
No, we're just gonna focus on this one episode at a time. You said expect some alpha episodes.
Y'all can expect some
With an S.
episodes. Trust me, man. Even if this nigga wherever he at, I don't want to introduce the way he at, but wherever he at, he got a camera. He can get on that joint.
Yeah,
And
thanks
then
to you.
then he's gonna be demanded back by popular demand anyway, because the young man is from good lineage.
Fuck you make a compliment about me and with
About
you.
But listen, y'all, without any further ado, man, I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all, man. Go on here, son, man. Tell him who you is, man. Why you here?
I'm Demetrius Jr.
This nigga.
I'm Demetrius Jr. I don't really know how to do no introductions. I ain't done no pod, and I ain't really gave my views or opinion to the world because I'm more of an application type dude. So I really live more than I talk. So I ain't really used to talking, especially not to you.
Well, that's a crazy ass introduction. That ain't no bad introduction. I think everybody understands you based off that. But why don't you go back to, because I wanted to finish the introduction. So why don't you go back to the point where you were saying what we just was getting into it with on the balcony on the deck, man. What was we talking about out there? What was we debating about? Oh, racism. Who's the most racist, black or white?
Yeah, I mean-
let me be 1,000 parts, son. Before I say this, I want to just let y'all. I want to give y'all some context to why we just jumping into subjects like this. Because the reason why we doing this, because we thought this would be a great idea to have multi-generational perspectives. So we're going to be talking about cultural issues, about politics, about money, about economics, but we want this to be of a multicultural perspective, because a lot of the times, probably most of the times, me and my son agree, but our angle or the way we came to agreement be different. And sometimes we get lost in translation because we didn't arrive at the same understanding through the same route. So that's why we thought these conversations would be very productive because we sure there's a lot of OG and YN conversations that's being taken the wrong way because people not realizing that they arriving at the same understanding just through different routes. So this is why me and him decided to partake in this endeavor and do this pod. So let's start out with the banger then. No, we
Man,
know
first
we
of all, the debate wasn't a matter of points, you know what I'm saying, or trying to make points or nothing like that. My debate was you just not listening when I was trying to tell you things that pertain to me. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. We can debate or disagree all day because every disagreement to me ain't necessarily a debate. Just because we disagreeing don't mean we necessarily debating the
debating.
goddamn thing.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So that wasn't my approach. My approach was just in the midst of, you know what I'm saying, expressing our opinion. And I told you something about me, and you told me, no, that ain't it. And I'm like, you can't tell me nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? That's not debatable. You know what I'm saying?
Fly
Can't
shit.
nobody but God debate with me about some shit pertaining to just me. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what the debate was about. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just crazy because the things that we talk about lightly, I damn near kind of agree with them. I just think that your views is so one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I just think that you just get so fixated on your view that you abandon the whole other opposite spectrum. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So we could talk about that all day because I understand that opinion is only opinion, and opinion don't necessarily translate to reality. But just when you talking about or you trying to tell me I'm something I am or something that I'm not after I told you what it is, that was just my thing. You know what I'm saying? And then like with our history and our like you know what I'm saying? We ain't been around each other long enough, you know what I'm saying, for you to even say, nah, because you can't even base it off your history with me. So you can't even tell me something about me based off your experiences with me because we ain't had that many experiences.
Right.
So if I'm telling you something about me, this the closest you gonna get. Of no really getting to know me is coming from me, goddamn it. So why am I the one person you wouldn't listen to when I'm telling you about me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
then
mean,
what was
I get that in this whole in this whole totality coming from a son. I just wish a kid can understand, like you said something that was imperative to me in that statement. You said like, dude, the only person that know me is God. I just want y'all kids to understand that parents think that y'all God. Like we made y'all. Like I don't understand like why y'all don't get that. Like even if that's not the truth, but we think that's why we jump to them assumptions. That's why we think we know y'all because we made y'all because so
but
that's why we jump to that. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying like you're gonna see that in common in parent-child relationships where the parent think they know the kid and because they birthed them or raised them, and that's never the case. But
right,
in our mind and stuff, we really think like we're y'all God.
right.
We really think
But
we're
what
the
tripped me
we're the
out with me and
creators of
you
y'all.
is we ain't got a typical parent, you know what I'm saying, the son relationship. So if anybody don't get the right to tell me who I am is you.
Why you say we don't have a typical father and son relationship?
Because if we had a typical father and son relationship, half the shit we debate about or disagree about, we wouldn't.
Why do you think that? Like why?
Because a lot of my views and visions and everything I am as a man will be molded directly under your leadership and physical presence if you was in my life. So I would resemble you a lot more as you raised me hands on than I do now.
Fair point.
Which not necessarily would have been a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
To
would
be
have been
honest with you.
probably was a
You see what
terrible
I'm
thing.
saying? I'm not saying that either, Pop, but and I do get everything you said. That's why when I did say that outside, I was trying to get to you like, Pop, I'm your son. So if I'm telling you about me, just knowing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing yourself and knowing that you produce me,
You
I
should
should be the
know. You should
motherfucker you
know.
listen
Right.
to.
Right. You should
Because
know
I'm
it's
like, if you
fine.
can stand as firm as you standing on your views and your beliefs, what make you think is your son, my shit ain't just as valid? So I'm just like, just listen to me, Pop. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. And then it ended up with me. When you did listen, it ended up with you saying, we supposed to have the cameras on right
Do
then and
you
that was
do,
a
do
camera
you think
moment.
do you think like there's the gap between us that I don't listen to you?
I don't think it's a gap because I don't allow it to be a gap because I understand that it's a part of me you don't get. So while you figuring it out, I'm gonna move in that understanding until you figure it out. So even though you don't understand it, don't mean I'm not gonna move in our relationship with that understanding. So I'm gonna hold it down for both of us until you figure it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm just saying, but you got to give me a chance to hear me. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me a chance to speak, and you got to give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like just listen to me.
So you think in our relationship you incumbent with the role of leadership?
I don't think that there is a role of leadership because I think when you look at things as far as leadership, somebody got to be in front, right, and somebody got to be behind.
Oh, really?
But no, that's no. But that's okay. So what did leading mean then? Okay, so if we racing a race
Yeah, a leader can
let me
be
ask you a question, Pop.
a leader can be led.
Okay, absolutely. But I'm telling you this though, if we talking about in the sense of say running a race, the person leading the race is in what place?
Oh, I wasn't talking in terms of race.
But you can talk, but you can translate that. If you would have answered that question, I would have translated to
I know
what you was
I-
talking about, and I
know-
can
I
show
know
you exactly how they
where
can
you want
connect.
to go.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to even go there. I'm just going to speak in terms of how you just spoke it. Right? You're talking about of leading. What is the job of a leader?
I mean, to set the course.
No. Okay, to set the course for who? For his what? For his other leaders, or what would you call them?
You can call him that.
No. What would you? Not what can you?
I would
Because you
call
can
him
call
that.
anybody
I would
whatever.
call him that. I would call him that.
No, because I have heard you say follower too.
When
I have
have-
never
when
heard you
have
say
ever
leaders
said
have led
follower?
leaders before. I've never heard you
When have
use
ever
that.
said me- when have you ever heard me say follower?
I'm gonna tell you, I have not heard you say leaders leading leaders. I have not heard you say that. As
Yeah,
a matter of
that's-
fact, Pop, I'm gonna use your words. You wrote me, and this one of the coldest. I got all them letters too, by the way. And you said, "Son, the most important things in life ain't meant to be ran by the many, but only by the few."
Yeah, that's no doubt. That don't contradict what I'm saying to you, though.
I'm not trying to contradict you. I'm just trying to broaden your understanding, not challenge it, Pop.
Okay, let's go. I'm listening.
And I'm using your words because I figure if you ain't gonna listen to me, at least you listen to your own damn words. So I'm trying to hit you with your own shit.
they tend to
I'm
be the
using
same.
your words
They
to
tend to
you.
be the
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
same.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well,
You
come
know what
on
I'm saying?
with
But you argue your motherfucking self too if you just in that mode.
I do it all the time.
I
That's
see.
what all that pacing about. That's what all that motherfucking pacing about. Disproving to me.
I see, motherfucker. I see
Disproving to me.
now. I see now.
I
but,
want validation for all this shit, my nigga.
But
I
yeah.
want validation.
but then it's just like, but it also Pop. It ain't even about like because I don't care if you ever like really hear me or listen to me because it ain't gonna stop how I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? My movements ain't based off whether or not somebody understand me. I've been
Real
at that motherfucking mission.
Real
You know what I'm
spit.
saying? I operate off understanding, not off the hope or with the desire for
Expectation
somebody
of
to understand me.
Right. Real talk.
The fuck out of here. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
So that ain't even what it is.
Where you get that from?
It's intuitive. Because everything else outside of
you
that
think
render me
like-
bad results.
Like intuitive in terms of like humans, or intuitive in terms of who you are as a human?
I can't say who I am as a human because intuition come before that. You see what I'm saying? That's what really molds you, your natural instincts. You see what I'm saying? Like the same shit that make a baby reach for a titty without somebody having to tell the baby it's a titty, he naturally knows his feeding source. You see what I'm saying? So the shit that we born with, see right now, everybody was born with that shit. Just some of us is more in tune with it than other people. And I was just simply blessed to be born out of some other shit where I stayed in tune with my soul and my spirit. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just I don't know. Pop. That's just what it is, man. And it's funny because I know you purposely asking me questions for them.
Now I'm
know, but I see that in
kind
your
of
eye,
sort of
too.
personally asking you questions for you too.
Ask something for yourself though.
That's what I say. I meant from you for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really like because I like to think in terms of my relationship with my father that it was similar to me and yours, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I
I'm
like to
listening to
think that because he was absent, but he wasn't in prison. So I like to think of my shit even being even worse because this nigga wasn't even forced to be absent. He just chose to be absent. You know what I'm saying? So I like to think of my shit worse. But when me and you talk and I hear your pain and I hear the disappointment that I caused you, like I really can't never argue with that shit. Like I really can't never like I can't relate to that level of what you experienced from disappointment from me. I can't relate to that. You
Just
know
stay
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
mic, Pop.
Oh yeah, my fault. I can't relate to that. So it's always like me like either just sitting back trying to listen and absorb and try to relate or try to play it back in my life, try to rewind it in my life. Like, remember, you felt like that about your daddy too, boy. This, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, because in my mind, and this is real talk, so in my mind, dog, I don't feel like I'm the guilty person here. Like I feel like, okay, I went to prison, but I got out of prison and changed like a motherfucker and showed you something completely different. Like, so even though I know in your mind that shit was not sufficient, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have no experience on how to make up for leaving a nigga life for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? The only way I thought I could make up for that shit was to show this nigga like, hey, your daddy get it. You know what I'm saying? And that failed you. And I really don't know how to relate to that.
But I wouldn't say that necessarily failed me, because the only good example you ever made on me was your success. And you did it, you know what I'm saying? You did it legally, and you did it fresh out of prison. You know what I'm saying? No sense of technology as it stood at that time, or none of that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's the one thing I held on to be honest with you, was just that. So every time I set a goal when I was in that motherfucker about how far fetched my shit was, I can reflect on what you did and be like, man, never. Like, he did it under a year.
Yeah, under
A millionaire in under a year. Come on now. Legally, fresh home after doing 13 and a half, and all he knew was the streets before. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm sitting right here right now, walking the same walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, doing the same motherfucker.
Yeah, with a Benz parked outside.
Yes, sir. Doing the same.
Legally, all legitimately, you know what I'm saying? All the hard.
That's kind of what I'm saying, son. Like this.
It was that, but it was
like,
it's more
so
to
hard.
it though, Pop.
I know
it's more
it
to it.
is.
You put too much stock in just that. You see what I'm saying? And you put so much
Break that
stock
down for me.
because you put so much stock into just that you almost let that be self-sufficient, Pop.
Yeah. And
you almost let that be self-sufficient, and that's why it failed, because even the thing you put the most value in was ineffective, because you said sufficient. And it's about being effective. The only reason why I disagree with the shit, fuck my emotion, Pop. I'm past that point. I didn't cry my soul out in that cell. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get on the phone with you in the joint and cried in front of the 100 killers.
Right.
Tears at wreck. And you know what I'm saying? I'm past that point. It ain't about that. It's just, I see that to you it was effective, but to me it wasn't. And this is why. It was effective to the standards that you had on me. But with me knowing my walk and what I am now and what I could have been based off what I was when you was in prison, what I was trying to, Pop, you know what I was doing? Dog, you know what I was doing in prison, Pop? You think I'm a barber now? You know the first time I start cutting hair, Pop?
Hold on, let me get
like,
audience some context.
Like,
let me get some audience context, because we've been saying prison so much and you've been gone. Let me give y'all some context, because this is another vital reason why we had this conversation. Because a lot of motherfuckers like to get on this internet, this social media shit, man, and talk about like what it's like to be a nigga who don't want to be a nigga no more. And I'm saying that for me. I'm not saying that for him. I'm a nigga who's not cool with being a nigga no more. So for me to leave him for 13 years, I get out, get to spend a small amount of time with him, maybe less than a year. He going to do 16. So he's fresh out. He's not even 2 years out. So even for us to even be sitting here having this conversation with y'all, for y'all to get in this, like, you understand what it took? You understand, like, do you understand, like I've been responsible for everything that's went wrong in this man's life for nearly all his life, because I wasn't there to even prove otherwise. Like, so that's why it's important for us to have this conversation. Like, this is why we getting on this shit. And this is why it took me over a year and a half since he been out to even get him on this mic to even have this conversation, because these the conversations I ain't having. And this ain't no beta daddy having a conversation with no beta ass child. No, this is two alphas. So this shit might go anyway, but we gonna express what we feel, because we gonna stand on what we feel. And ain't no telling what the fuck the world might get out of this. But somebody need to have these conversations, because shit, we just out here just losing. So shit, me and my son decided like we gonna have this conversation, and I think we can be vulnerable and open enough and strong enough to have a conversation whichever route it takes. So that's why we shooting from the hip. Continue, son. I just wanted to give him some context to why we keep saying you was gone, I was gone. I wanted to let him know why we was gone. What the fuck we was gone to.
To the upper room.
Right. We was gone.
Long gone
Yeah,
too.
Gone. Like,
man, but yeah, so that's just really what it was. So my pops, what, you said I was 1 when you went to the penitentiary?
you was born day after Christmas, 1992. I went to jail March 7, 1994.
So I was just like, what, freshly 1?
It was like a little over 1, like 3 months over 1.
Yeah, so when he went in, I was 1. He got out, I was 14. And I went right in when I was 15.
Right.
So do that math. And just like that year that we was out together, shit, we spent half of that beefing.
Yeah, for sure.
Real beefing too. Like, we just talked about that, like, to be absolutely just honest. Like, I just told my pops for the first time, he never knew. Like, I was just down there, we was talking, I was like, Pops, I just even, like, almost feel ashamed to even say this shit to you. But like, Pops, I was gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm like, you understand me and you know what caliber of person you is, so you definitely know I'm capable, but at the same time, you seeing me as your son. But when you left me out here, I became something different. So it's like them bullshit principles and morals that I was conditioned, you know what I'm saying, to carry. You triggered them motherfuckers when you said what you was gonna do to me. So now when you said, like, even when you start putting your hands on me and shit, I was cool with that, because I understood that that's like, we can deal with that. It's still within father and son. But when you made that statement, it broke the rims. Okay, fuck father and son. Like, I'm on the run for shooting somebody for saying some similar shit to this right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then you feel like you can say this to me, and I'm like, oh, he's thinking sweet. He think he know me because I'm his son. I'm a show, and I'm like, I'm sizing you up. Twice I said this motherfucker old school. He still carry his gun in the back. I said he gotta reach for this. I saw for to be all in this motherfucking face. I said, "Yeah, you talking shit? I roll past your house. I got your house key still." I'm like, he think this shit is sweet.
That's funny you say that because us OGs, we be looking at you young nigga like this stupid ass nigga got his motherfucking pants sagging with his gun. Nah, shoot the shit out this young
Yeah,
fuck.
but Pop,
And
I
y'all
was-
looking at us like,
yeah.
man, you really got your gun
I ain't
in your
never
back
had-
pocket.
I ain't never had my
y'all be
gun in
looking
my
at us
waist
like
though,
that.
Pop.
No, I'm just saying like that's how we be like thinking like
Yeah, I
OG,
know.
YN and OGs.
And I'm
be
looking
at
at
each
you
other
like, man, this
y'all
nigga, man, this
snitching.
oh, somebody to reach for your back. What I'm gonna be doing while you reaching?
Let me talk right. Okay.
Yeah, like what I'm gonna be doing while you reaching? I'm thinking like he want to play with me, like he don't understand, like. but yeah, I just confessed that to him. though.
But that's
You know
what I
I'm saying?
mean. That's what I mean in terms of like two alphas. And I knew, like, cause I was the whole shit come from me looking for him to shoot him in his ass.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
And he heard I was looking for him to shoot him in his ass for some shit he did. So he like, I wish that nigga would. Like, so I'm telling y'all, like, how we even got here to have this conversation with y'all, man, is really worth why we doing this. Cause the fact that we get here, like, you gotta understand, this is two stubborn ass alpha. Like, I'm talking about, like, think we both nigga think we the better than each other. Like we both think
no,
we
I
the
don't.
flyest thing in the. Man, we both think we like the flyest thing in the world. So for us to even get here, but I promise you though, I could tell y'all how we got here, and I think it's important that I tell y'all how, in my opinion, how we got here. Because we lonely without each other. Like, oh, so for real shit. Like, we can't relate to the world. Like, we only can relate to each other. Like if y'all hear our arguments is only us trying to prove to each other that we understand each other. like it's absolutely absurd. Like it's never that we disagreeing. We just like, nigga, I'm telling you, I understand. I get it too.
And you
Like,
telling me I don't. I'm trying to tell you I do.
Exactly. So it's like, man, for us to find ourselves here, man, and be able to say this shit to y'all, man, and then like y'all have no idea the breath of jewels that we have to share with y'all. Like y'all have, like the way we assessed our struggle, the way me and my son assessed our hurt. Y'all got it. Y'all got to stay tuned for this. Y'all got to, man. If I talk this nigga in any more podcasts, I promise you, man, y'all got to stay tuned for this. Because this is our first one. So we literally just shooting from the hip. We just came from eating, having a great time with family and friends. For Easter, we like, man, let's get one out. He all the way up here at my house. So let's get one out. But I'm talking about, like, if y'all stay tuned, I promise you, y'all, because we real men and we can be vulnerable. Like, the dude just told you downstairs, he said he was going to kill me. And I don't know if y'all know or not. Ain't no nigga never told me they was gonna kill me and still living. Like, don't even make no sense to me. Like,
And that's why I shot him. He said he was gonna kill me. Man, you ain't finna tell me you finna kill me and look at me in my face and say it right now.
Like, yeah. And the fact that we can sit here, man, just shows you the testament of why fathers and men are necessary. Like, real life. I'm talking about like men being able, man, to holler at men, man. It's gone. Like the whole world attacking men. Men attacking men. You hear these grown ass men talking about they mama, they daddy. Like that's crazy to me, man. Like, that's crazy to me. Like if your mama your daddy, that explains a lot of your girly ass ways. That explains a lot
That
of your
explain that BBL you just got done. That explain why you got a beard in the ass. You got lined up and got ass shots in the same week.
That explains a lot
Like,
of
what the
shit.
fuck?
Oh, nigga, you wouldn't have got Botox?
Yeah, I see the level of confusion that's going on.
Nigga, like,
Confusion
yeah,
going
man,
on around this
crazy motherfucker. Your
motherfucker.
mama, your daddy. What you think you gonna come out?
A hybrid. I identify as hybrid. The fuck out here.
Fat ass with a big dick. Straight
I
hybrid.
got front and back.
Front
The fuck
and
out of
back,
here, man. But that's real
Man,
shit.
that
That's how it
crazy.
is.
For real, that's crazy.
That's
man.
what it is, though.
Because that's kind of like.
But
how
I was like
discussion
that, though.
started. Like what?
I was like that. Every Father's Day was my OG.
Yeah. But I get it though.
But I was
like that
never
too.
under the like even as a shorty, I was never under the, you know what I'm saying? I was never delusional to the point where I thought my mama was compensating for my pops. I never felt that.
Yeah, you know how I knew
Not
that?
once. I never in my life felt that shit. Ever, not once in my life. I knew that shit wasn't normal. I knew it wasn't right. And so when I ever gave her flowers on Father's Day, it was just for the road that she was just trying to compensate for.
Yeah.
I have never felt like right now. My mama even said, and she didn't did her best. She was like, I see that I could not raise no two. I only thing I could do was my best. That's all I could do. She was like, and I thought that I could really do it. I thought I was really gonna be
'cause
like
she
y'all
was a
dad
soldier,
and
nigga. She
y'all
was a
mom. And
soldier.
a lot of men can't fuck with
Yeah,
her.
a lot of men
So if
ain't gonna
any
fuck
woman
with
was
her.
quite, but
Like,
a lot of men better not fuck with her.
Yeah, for real talk. Real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? So it's like, and she even had, and I know it was so humbling because she put so much in to take credit from herself. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? But she know now because she see.
Man.
Man, it ain't universally, man, God ain't designed it. How the fuck you think that anything in this world gonna operate outside of God's design and go right?
I don't understand that.
And think it's gonna go right. Like,
But don't you damn, now you touching on something, son. Fuck it, I'm gonna go there. Don't you feel like that's kind of like what's wrong with black culture? That we a matriarchic culture. Like now we put the woman in authority. Like our
I don't
culture is
think that
putting
we
the
put
woman
the
in
women
authority.
in authority. I think they took the shit.
You think they took it, or you don't think they
Why would
it
a
was
man
given?
ever relinquish his authority power? We sitting right here, right motherfucking now, fighting for it.
You
Like
know
any
why?
other real man
You know
would.
why?
Why?
Because
Watch
they
this.
locked them up, my nigga.
They lock who up?
The real men. They locked us, man.
Yeah, but Pop,
The
it's
same
different. It's different.
time-
No, it's different, Pop. I just got out. Now, that saying used to be true.
Oh, well,
It
I'm
used to
only
be
talking
true.
terms,
See,
terms
it
of
used to
my
be true because
generation.
just like when shit was evolving out here, it was evolving in the penitentiary. All these little kids stealing ass motherfuckers and all they was it's just the joint. But see, I got to see it change because when I made it to the joint, Green, you already know, but for the people, I went to Green, the so-called worst Max and all of that.
Right, the gladiator school.
Yeah, that's my first 10 years was in there. So I went there, and it was still structure in 2010. It was gang structure, religion structure. The skinheads sat right here. The black people, the Mexicans, like it was still segregated, and that's how structure was maintained. But I seen it change, and I started seeing all of the structure leave. It was no more structure. And I was seeing all of the same horny, drugged out car stealing motherfuckers that was coming in there. It was the same motherfucking thing, dog. It wasn't no different. So when it wasn't no more real nigga, that's why all the couple of solid niggas in prison, that's why I'm out here and I'd rather die before I go back to the street life. Because I'm like, damn, I got to deal with you motherfuckers in a confined space like this. And I'm out there like, I can't wait to get out. And nigga that was fresh in was like, man, shit, they out there too. And doesn't matter. They got all the access to the drugs out there. So you're going to encounter the worst versions of them out there in the free world. But it's just like that in that motherfucker. And it doesn't matter. It's confined in all of that stupidity in one spot.
So you think
Stupidity is combustible. I don't know if you knew that shit or not.
You think
You put that shit in the can and shake that shit and shit.
Stupidity sound like something
Hell
that say
yeah.
combustible on the can. Stupidity sound like it say combustible on the can. Like, do not unleash combustible. But
And I don't
like,
take stupid lightly for y'all either. So that's what the conversation actually started. You know what I'm saying? Off of when I was like, because I was like, he was saying black people are racist. And I was just telling them like I can say they're prejudiced, but I can't say black people in general are racist. And we was debating on the difference between what it means to be prejudiced versus being racist. You know what I'm saying? And then it led to what we were just talking about now. But you go and tap on it a little more.
yeah, that shit kind of led to him like just, like saying that just making a
remember?
distinction between ignorance and stupidity. And he was just letting me know, like, ignorance, I don't really, blame ignorance, but stupidity, man, you got to take accountability for being stupid. The distinction is that I think niggas are stupid.
See, but when you say stupid, you got to talk about what stupid is defined as, because remember that's how we got there. Because I was like, when you say racism, I said I hear stupidity, and you was like, well, how can you not tie stupidity to racism, man? Because that's ignorance. That's what it is, ignorance. I said, but Pop, see, ignorance and stupidity not even the same to me. Ignorant mean being what? Oblivious to.
Yeah,
That's mean not knowing.
Yeah, and I absolutely 100% agreed with him.
Yeah, you can't
I just
fault a
carried
person
on.
for not
I
knowing.
agree with him with that distinction. So when he said ignorance and stupid is two different things, I said, well, I don't mean ignorant. I mean stupid.
Yeah, because
I mean niggas are stupid because niggas know. Man, just tell them how you broke down how stupid mean to me. Then I'm gonna jump
my
off of that
opinion,
and tell you
okay,
how niggas is really
my
stupid.
definition of stupidity, man. This is how I define a stupid individual, and stupid ain't got no color. You know what I'm saying? But because I've been around a lot of stupid motherfuckers. So my opinion, this is what I told them stupid was to me. I said stupid is a person that take their one brain cell, the one bit of intelligence that they have. Because some motherfuckers only got one shot to do one smart thing in their whole motherfucking life. Facts, though. Facts. You know, man, everybody know the stupid motherfucker that say that one smart thing, and then you be hoping they ever say, like, have another moment like this because
Right.
you caught you off guard the first time. So you be like, I'm going to be prepared for the next one, and it ain't no next one. Like, that's what I'm saying.
So
You see what I'm saying?
So you hate for stupid niggas to waste they one chance
To do some stupid shit. And that's what make you stupid, right? I feel like you can define whether or not a person is stupid based off the decisions that they make.
This is
Right?
what I'm talking about
Like-
with niggas.
Like it's based off the decisions that you make. It's not based off what you
Dog,
know
this
and
is
don't
what
know.
I'm
You
talking
know what I'm
about
saying?
with
Because if you
niggas,
don't know
man.
nothing, I can't fault you for not knowing. But once you do know, and now you make a conscious decision to do something stupid. So you sit back and use your intelligence to do something stupid.
Let me
To
ask
make
you
a
this,
decision that defy the very fucking nature of what intelligence is supposed to be.
right.
Like
Man, that's crazy.
it defy the very logic of life and preservation itself.
And as a rule, not as an exception. I want to make that distinction. You don't think that's niggas?
I don't define niggas like that. See, every time you say something,
Oh, well, tell me how you define niggas.
because I wouldn't be calling myself a
Break that down
nigga.
for
I
me.
wouldn't be using the word nigga if I defined it like that.
Tell me how you define it.
See, for me, like, okay, this is how I define words, period. And I do define words because, first of all, you got to understand you're talking to a man that don't believe the dictionary get the final say of what the fuck a word means.
No question.
Because
no
who the
question.
fuck is Merriam-Webster?
No question.
A
no
man like
question.
me, a
No
brain like me, all of
question.
that type of shit.
No question, man. It's always in the message. It's never in the message.
Absolutely.
A word ain't nothing but a carrier of a message.
Absolutely.
A
But
word
let me
ain't nothing but a carrier of a
now, I'm going to
message.
translate how I broke it down. The word is defined based off the context in which you use that word. That's where the power of a word lies, right? Not in its written dictionary definition.
Yeah.
And this is why I say this. I can say, man, I love my bitch. And I can turn around and the next sentence say, you stupid ass bitch, go get this go get my shit out the car. Same word. I even said it in the same motherfucking paragraph. But I said it with different intentions, and she understood that I used the same word in a different context, and she received them in completely two different motherfucking ways. One was a term of endearment, and the same word was the absolute opposite of a term of endearment, which is disrespect. The same word. So why is everybody so quick to revert back to a dictionary when, if you just look around, you will see that it's us that give words their definition based off the context in which we used them.
But what if a motherfucker can't distinguish the meaning?
Well, what if a bird had a radio duct taped to his eyes? Pop, it'd be sweet music in the ear.
Maybe. It might be rap.
Who don't- I can fuck with some rap.
Might be
I can
turkey.
fuck with that.
Motherfucking bird might be
Your viewers can fuck with that. They probably can't fuck with the other shit, but everybody can fuck with a little bit of rap. That's cool. Rap ain't bad. You know, but no, I define like a nigga, like I just define words different. You see what I'm saying? And then with me, the way that I condition myself, that like if you like, I'm not biased to the word nigga. Whether it
me
come from
neither.
black or white, though. I'm not biased to the word nigga.
So a white person can call you nigga.
They have called me niggas. I have encouraged listen, man, I had a white guy, man.
You haven't oh shit.
Listen,
This
listen. I don't
this
give a
is
fuck.
a viral moment
I
here.
don't give a say viral. Listen.
Crazy.
So and they know it. Listen, I had a guy. Man, I had a guy,
You
man,
finna
because I
be a
had all
coon,
type
my
of friends.
nigga.
I was the
I promise
dude.
you finna be a coon.
I don't give a
When white
fuck.
people call you nigga, you finna be a
Man,
coon.
I don't give a fuck.
Why don't you give a fuck?
Because the people that's calling me a coon now don't count. Who gonna be calling me a coon? Pop, watch this. Who called you a coon?
All the people that don't count.
No, and whoever you gonna say what you a street nigga calling me a coon? Trust me,
them
when
too.
I was in the streets, you couldn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So the shit that you saying now and that you doing now and done, and I was better than you at it. Being better at you than that, though, I realized made me a worse person. You see what I'm saying? So your opinion can't matter because I jump on your level and fuck you over in it.
So your white friends can call you nigga.
No, I didn't say like we really finna. I was in the penitentiary. Let me explain the story.
I'm listening.
So every white person know this, man. Every white person, and all of them. Listen, in my opinion, right? This is my opinion. Let me say this. In my opinion, this is how I view. I believe that every white person got a desire to use the N word.
every white person that used that
Fuck
motherfucker.
it, even in their mind or out loud. Exactly.
motherfucker been
So, and what I'm
nigga.
saying is, but they all wouldn't with the same
But
intent.
can I ask you something?
Some- they-
though?
let-
For
let me- I'm
shit.
going
Hold on,
somewhere,
I know,
Pop.
before you, just to give me 1 second. I just want to qualify this question with what you're saying. Can you imagine There being any other word to describe niggas but niggas?
Like,
Can you
why?
imagine
Because
there ever being a
no,
word
you know why it
that
can
ever
never.
existed to really describe niggas but niggas?
You know why I can't?
Niggas
Because we
describe
define
niggas
the
like a
word. The
motherfucker.
word don't define us. We define that word. And that's why the power is shifted. Exactly what you just said, Pop. That's why that word defines us so much, because once again, we put context to the word, not the other way around. So when I see a motherfucker, and I wouldn't even talk about my guys call me a nigger or no shit like that, because you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't,
you
I don't go
said
for that.
ER. Dog
You know what I'm
said
saying? So I'm
nigger.
not saying that. But
Yeah.
even when people encounter, I still don't understand how black motherfuckers still whooping white people for calling them a nigger. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see off the principle of respect, but how can you genuinely be emotionally moved though?
Why?
Like I
When
can
you
understand, like man, off principle, you know you ain't supposed to call me this,
Well, that's
and you
what you
know when you
called
say
each other.
this, you meant to get that ass whooped. So I'm gonna beat that ass. But off principle, we can even have a beer about this shit after this. You know what I'm saying? I just gave you a principle ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? But no, they really be still emotionally moved by this word.
But how is that principle?
No, it's just disrespect. Because once again, respect is in the context in which you use it. So you could have called me a bitch and I would have gave you the same ass whooping as you calling me a nigger if I know you said it to intentionally disrespect me. It's the
So if the
context in
white
which it's
boy, if the
used.
white boy don't use it with
Man,
intent, he good.
absolutely, because that's facts though. That's what any black person though. That's what any black person though. They can sit here and try to say it is or it ain't. But I guarantee, man, it's white rappers right now that's the shit.
I remember this story. I want to give you this story when I was in jail, when I was in the Supermax, man. I'm sending this motherfucker, man, and I get to level 5. And I'm sending this, and by this time, I'm the mad scientist in Supermax. So I'm in everybody vent. I'm talking the same American patriot shit that y'all hear me talk all the time. So my niggas, for me to be a thug nigga, my niggas is not believing this. They calling me the bad scientist. This nigga immediately lost his mind up in that motherfucker hole all them years. You know what I'm saying? This is how they thinking. But I'm thinking I gained my mind. And I'm sitting in this motherfucking vent, man. I'm talking to this Muslim dude, man. And Oprah Winfrey, I never forget this shit. Oprah Winfrey had a thing on there with I think his name Michael Eric Dickerson or something. I love dude.
Michael Eric Dyson.
Yeah, I love Dyson, man.
Can't stand
And
him.
they was talking about the word nigga. I don't know more. I don't know more. I used to fuck with him. He used to sound. He used to make a whole bunch of more sense. He sounded like a liberal bitch now, but he used to make a whole bunch of sense. He used to make a whole bunch of sense back then. And they was talking about the word nigga. And I was just debating this Muslim. He was what they call their leaders, imam. What they
Yeah,
call it?
man. Yeah.
Yeah, he was an imam. He was an old nigga, just you know what I'm saying, rebelling against the system and shit. And I never forget this dude. We talking about the word nigga, and he's spreading this shit to all the young niggas in the vent. Cause they listen to him because he's an imam and we're in Supermax and you know what I'm saying? They listen to him like, man, why would you teach these young brothers that? Why would you teach these young brothers, man, that words have more power than understanding? Why would you teach people that, man? Like, why would you project a message to tell people like, nigga, like what you say is authoritative? Like, no, nigga's what you meant that draws a reaction. Fuck what you said, it's what you meant, nigga. Like, nigga, you could tell me all day, but I'll fuck you up. Shut up, boy. But if you say I'll fuck you up and grab, nigga, them your intentions. Your intentions is to fuck me up. You know what
Yeah, you ain't just talking, you intending to do some
you
shit.
intending to do some shit. Like I could never I could never understand this, especially man, especially after coming off because I had just came off of like 9 months of Frederick Nietzsche.
I never read none of
9
Nietzsche
months
shit.
of Frederick Nietzsche. So you can't tell me no meaningless shit like that matter. Man, Frederick Nietzsche is the motherfucker that came. Frederick Nietzsche is the one started the philosophy that what don't kill me make me stronger. That's his shit. He started all that shit. He started that like, nigga, you motherfuckers use God as a clutch because y'all don't want to accept the responsibility of being gods. Like, that's Frederick Nietzsche talk. He the one started the Nazi party. Like, that's his shit. Like, man, you motherfuckers are your own gods. Y'all your own power. Y'all your own power, and y'all using that shit as an excuse. Because you motherfuckers is more infatuated, more in love with being human than y'all is with being gods. Because you motherfuckers can't bear the responsibility of it. And that's how Frederick come to you. So when dude telling me some shit about a word nigga, I'm like, nigga. I'm like, fam, you sitting up here trying to tell people, fam, you preaching Islam, my nigga. You telling niggas how to like connect with God. Like how to realize that they are God inspired at the very least. I think that's what Islam teaches. I don't think it teaches what Christianity teaches, that you are a child of God. I mean, Islam teaches you that you are from God and that the Prophet Muhammad is his favorite and all this shit. But Christianity teaches you like, nigga, you all from God, we all in his image. So I'm thinking like, dog, how can you have that as a sinner? and let words be more authoritative. Like, dude, you are a creator. You create words. You give words they meaning. You give words they power. So if you granted that permission to empower them, you granted that permission to alleviate that power.
Can I ask you a question though? I'm still stuck on some shit you said, like, cause you spoke on that so strongly, like that shit was just so dope though. Like he started the whole what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Like, you still believe in that? You think that shit slick? Like, do you think that's still like applicable 100%? That what don't kill you make you stronger?
Oh, for sure.
I don't believe that.
For sure. I don't.
Because I believe that if that was the case, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. I think if what don't kill you make you stronger, black people would be stronger than some bitch right now instead of crippled and weak. Man. And making excuses and shit like that. So what are you talking about?
That's a good point. But
so
I
what are you
think
talking about? Because and what made me say that is because sometimes it's a song, man, a rock song, and it's the first thing he say is, "What doesn't kill you make you wish you were dead. I got a hole in my soul going deeper and deep." And I'm like, dog, you right, because that's how I was feeling when I heard that song in the penitentiary. Talking about, what, this shit ain't killing me, and I wish it just would go on in and fucking kill me.
Yeah,
let me opt for this, but
yeah, that's something
people like us, we don't
get
get the option of doing that though. We got to sit there and take this shit. You know what I'm saying? So if all
making my point.
Yeah, because after all of the shit that we've been through as a people, as a culture, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and we still here, we supposed to be the strongest motherfuckers, but is that the case?
Dog, why you see? That's what I'm saying. You got to qualify that with all we went through. What all have we been through, man? Like, I promise you, dog. Like, you gotta, like, you can't make that as an example. Like, what all we been through? We ain't been through nothing. Nobody else ain't been through. Every motherfucking body.
Which further prove my point, though.
Just let me finish. Like, because we like to say this all the time. We like to say, like, what didn't kill us makes us stronger, because we like to think we still what word I'm looking for? What's the word that all the black woke motherfuckers use?
Resilience.
Resilient. Oh my God, we so resilient. We are so resilient. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. That's the Negro model. And I promise you, dog. And I'm not gonna even I'm not gonna even project it out to the whole black people race. I'm gonna project it to me personally, because I like to talk. I don't like to do all this book shit, all this like, man, look at the facts, Google this shit. I like to talk from my own experience. I like to relate shit to, like, well, this is how it felt to me. So I like to say that I'm telling you how it felt to me. I figured that every fucking, like, I have never became better. Like, there's no point in my life I can ever imagine, even when I was a little infant, I can imagine in my life where shit didn't get fucked up to make me better. I can't never imagine in my life where every fucking thing, I don't even think, because I can't really, like, be in my relationship with God and not understand that. I can't be in my relationship with God and not understand, like, all right, God, what you showing me now? What you teaching me now? Okay, I'm in handcuffs. I'm doing 22 years. Only way I get out of 22 years, only way I get out to 13 years, only way we arrive here is me knowing that this shit is meant to make me stronger, not meant for me to commit suicide. That's how me and you sitting here making this pod, because, nigga, I felt like that too, nigga.
Oh, well, what I'm saying is this, but it's a lot of people.
Damn, I didn't want to live no more.
What I'm saying is this, but why is that not the case for everybody? You saying for you and for me.
That is the case.
We're not talking about, no, it ain't, because
they just don't embrace
Pop,
it,
listen,
my brother.
Pop, it's a lot of niggas left in that bitch hanging, man. It's a lot of niggas that hung themselves. It's a lot of motherfuckers that didn't, even though it could have been to make them strong, whatever the fuck it was designed for. It's a lot of people that didn't get nigga out of it what we got out of the shit.
And that's a different
even
conversation.
If the intentions was the same,
and
the outcome was different. So listen. So if the intentions was the same, but the outcome is different, what do that say, Pop? What do that say?
Say that again.
Listen, check this out. I'm just gonna go back because I'm still stuck on this, because you was proving my point for me when you said, what have we been through that nobody else ain't been through? Shit, who said that was the case? I just said all we've been through. And it may would have been what we've been through is everything else everybody else been through. But somehow we're not in the same state that everybody else in either, though. You see what I'm saying? We're not in the same state as the Asian community. We're not in the same state. So, Pop, hear me out. I'm going somewhere, because you ain't finna do shit. All I'm finna do is say what you just said, Pop.
Okay, well,
so it ain't even worth debating with me right now, is what I'm saying. Because I opened up with first saying, when you first I said, you proving my point for me, Pop.
Well, say it then, so I don't have to say it.
But what I think is the reason why I went back to this point in the conversation, because I feel like what I said versus what you heard was two different things. Because you was like, shit, what we go through though? You said we ain't go through shit nobody else ain't went through.
No, because you said
I know, but hear me out.
niggas ain't learned shit.
no.
Like you like niggas been through all type of shit.
No, that
and
ain't
learned
what I
shit.
said,
And I'm
Pop.
telling you,
No.
absolutely niggas learn
No,
shit.
no. I
Niggas
didn't say
just
niggas
learned the
didn't learn,
wrong
Pop. That
shit
wasn't the
from
argument.
what they went through.
I'm so glad this recorded too, y'all. Watch how cold I am. That ain't what I was saying. The argument what niggas ain't learn shit. That ain't what we was even just arguing about. That ain't what we was debating, Pop.
What was we debating then?
You just
you said, dude. You said that I
You was
want
proving
to
my
stop.
point.
You said
No,
let me
because
finish.
it was based
Let me
off
finish.
what don't kill you make you stronger. Because you said I was
Yeah,
9 months off
I want
Nietzsche.
to base off what made you
You said-
stronger. And you said if that's the case, niggas been through so much shit. Why we ain't stronger?
No, that ain't what I said. Before I said that,
That
it
is
was
what
thing
you
that said
said.
before. I said, do you believe that that's the case?
And I said, yeah.
And then I told you why I think it's not the case.
And I'm saying,
and that's
I
how we
don't
got
think
here.
you
But
disproved
I know.
that.
But then when you went to try to prove your point, what you said was the same shit that I was saying. But if you would have paid attention to what I was saying and seen that it was similar to yours, we wouldn't be having this debate. But the fact that we is, somehow you didn't hear something I said.
Well, somehow you didn't.
And
hear
I
what
know exactly
said
where you went
either.
wrong. But if you let me
And
tell you,
somehow
you would hear me though. Because you
Tell me
said
then.
because this is what you said. This
I
was
wanna
your
hear you.
response, right? Now we just gonna both fill in the blanks. Correct me when I'm wrong, Pop. You said, what have we went through? When I said after all we went through, shit, we supposed to be stronger than what we is.
So what have we went through? They haven't went through.
No. But before you said that, you said, what have we went through?
That they haven't went through.
You said that about twice. And then you said after the third time, like, what have we went through to anybody else?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
that's still my point.
I know, but the first two times we said, what have we went through? Then you answered the same question. So at that point, there was nothing for you to debate with me about because what have we went through? What everybody else went through. But somehow, the point that I made, we still, some way, somehow, not in the same goddamn state. Somehow, we still ain't got the same so-called resilience that they had, or none of that type of crazy ass shit. What I'm
I
saying
see
is
what a
this.
misunderstanding.
So
I see
what I'm
what a
saying is,
misunderstanding
so what I'm saying is,
occurred for.
if that was true, if everything that don't kill you make you stronger, shit. No, because what I see,
I'm telling you that's the God honest truth. I'm telling you we way stronger
Pop, what I'm
than
saying
what
is
we was. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like you missing it. I'm not. I wasn't making that comparison. I was just making the comparison based on the fact that you was saying like, man, listen, we went through what the fuck we went through.
Pop,
We'll be strong as fuck. Let me finish. I just let you finish.
No,
man.
I didn't finish though.
Oh, well, come
That's
on,
what
man.
I'm
Let me
saying,
finish.
Pop.
Like,
I never
goddamn.
finished, Pop.
Okay, come on. I'm gonna let you finish
Because
first.
this the whole point. The only point that I was making is why that whole thing of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger ain't true. Because if you just sat here inside of your mouth that we went through the same shit everybody else went through, so everybody go through the same shit.
I'm
Everybody
telling
go
you
through
we
shit.
are
So you ain't letting me finish.
stronger.
You're not letting me finish.
Okay,
Matter of
but
fact, go ahead. I'm gonna
but
abandon
you
the
arguing
notion.
the point for nothing because I'm telling you we're
Pop,
stronger.
I'm not arguing.
You
with
saying it like I'm saying that we not stronger for what we went through. I'm telling you we are stronger for what
I
we
didn't
went
say
through.
I didn't say we
Hold on,
wasn't
let me
stronger.
finish. Let me finish because you implying that with me
Don't say what I
saying,
imply. Go
with
what I
me saying-
said.
Can I finish? Just
I didn't
once,
finish. You cutting me off
the
right
only
now.
thing I'm saying, you just said you finished. You
No,
just
I
said,
didn't.
I'm gonna let you talk now 'cause I'm
finished
finished
with the subject when you done talking because you're not letting me speak.
Okay, well, let me finish. Like, okay, let me finish. The
'Cause you
subject
not
then.
let me speak.
Only thing I'm saying is, like, man, when I told you, like, what have we went through, they went through, we all have been through struggle, and it have made all of us stronger. It just ain't made us our strongest.
That's what I said. I said I suspect us
not
to be
what you
stronger.
said,
man,
man.
rewind this shit back. I didn't say we
That's
not
not what you
strong,
said.
Pop.
That's not what you
Okay, we're gonna
said,
play this
son.
back. I'm gonna tell you what I said verbatim. And I bet you when you rewind it, I'm gonna say word for word, almost to the fucking syllable, everything I just said.
Tell me what you said.
This is exactly
Tell
what
me
I
what you
said,
said.
Pop. This is exactly what I said to you,
listening.
man. I said, after all we've been through, we should be stronger. I didn't say we not strong. I said, if that was the case, shit, we'd be stronger than what we is. I didn't
Oh,
say.
yeah, I wasn't arguing that point. My fault.
That's the only thing I
wasn't
didn't say we
arguing you
wasn't
didn't say
strong,
stronger
or
than that
didn't-
point.
I didn't say
I was
that.
arguing the fact that after I said that we ain't been through shit that ain't nobody else been through. I was just,
Absolutely.
only point I'm trying to make is, like, nigga, what we been through did make us stronger. This is why we talk about resilience and shit. Because we know it made us stronger. Because we know we got millionaires came out of that shit. We got motherfucking politicians. We got people came out of that shit. It just didn't translate to the whole community. But we know, like, there is no set of circumstances. Do you think that what you went through made you stronger or weaker? Or just neutral? Or what you been through
I don't
didn't matter?
think it was a matter of strength and weakness, Pop.
What you think it was?
It don't. Pop, listen, man, we gonna be all the way 100, man.
Come on, give it to me.
That shit gonna grind you down or sharpen you up depending on what the fuck you made out of long before you get there. So before we even talk about what the fuck the penitentiary did, we not finna get a penitentiary. We gonna give it some type of credit to circumstances, but it definitely wasn't designed to do that for us, and we was constructed out of some shit that completely different before we got there. That's why we ain't the niggas that was hanging in that motherfucker and cutting ourselves and putting their dick in boys' butts. You know what I'm saying? In that type, that's why we not them. It's about what the fuck you made out of. When you grind a knife sharpener out of something, depending on what material you grind that shit against, it's gonna determine whether or not you sharpening that shit up or grinding that shit down. You see what I'm saying?
You really making my
And
point.
then all of us was already in the form of motherfucking the penitentiary before we even got there any motherfucking way.
Any motherfucking
motherfucking way. So, Pop, we just can't say that. So that's why I don't give that experience zero credit, Pop. when we debate, I just think that you give it too much credit.
No, I'm asking you,
You know
what
what I'm saying?
credit do you give
And I
it?
only can speak for myself. I can tell you what credit I don't give it, right? The only credit I can give
Yeah.
is that I can't even say it saved my life.
So you think
It
without it,
removed me from
without it, you was good?
listen, it removed me from vices that I would have used to end my own
Matter
life.
of fact, let me ask you a better question.
That's
Do
what
you
I think.
if I would have stepped up to what the fuck I was supposed to been, do you think that you could have done without it?
It depends because what you think you're supposed to be and what I think you're supposed to
I
be
asked
made
you,
two different things.
what you think.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I asked you specifically on your opinion. What you think I was supposed to
In
be?
the state that you was in, I struggled like with wondering whether or not you being absent was good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it best or worse for my outcome? You see what I'm saying?
Unpack
Because I
that.
can attribute
Unpack that.
because I can contribute a lot of bullshit to your absence, but I can also look at and see how things would have been fucked up too in your presence based off the type of state that you was in. Because you got to think, when you had me, you said you was talking about family and all of that type of shit, but I was your first son. You never even lived that. You was finna start embarking on a journey and trying to become a man that you never been, coming fresh off the streets without the penitentiary giving you the isolation from it though.
Right, real talk.
Without the penitentiary giving you that isolation,
shit.
Pop, that would have turned out probably way motherfucking worse than your physical absence going into the penitentiary. I can't say that.
This is why
I can't say that,
This
nigga.
is
You know
why
what I'm saying?
I put so much on that, son.
But you
And
put
don't
too much
understand
on
why.
it.
I know.
No, I do understand why. I'm just telling you, Pops, like, I don't disagree with your views. I just disagree with how heavy you let it sit on your scale. That's why
I
when we
get
was
that.
talking earlier, like, it's either black or white, but I'm like, everybody try to say everything is either black or white. But if I side with white and you side with black and we clash, everybody knows it's a gray area when black and white mix. And we know everything in this motherfucking world is at least meant to be, if not literally like merge and become one, at least meant to be on a different side of the same coin. Some type of integration, some type of something. So if you take black and white, I don't give a fuck, and integrate it in any kind of way, you're going to get gray. So there's always a gray area that has to at least, even if we don't entertain the specifics of the gray area, we both have to at least understand that the gray area exists.
Well, I'm black and I got a baby by a white woman and he tend to be a little tan. He don't tend to be gray.
10, I don't say 10. I ain't gonna say
So black and white can produce a different color.
I say beige. I don't say 10.
Right, well, we gonna call a little nigga beige. No, but seriously, dog, like you, I like, son, I hear you, man. Like I wish you get that. I hear you, like, but I just wish you get that you hear me, that you're the victim of my mistakes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even saying
Man,
that by
understand how much I knew that.
yeah, I
Like,
understand.
do you
Like,
know
the
why I
victim of
stepped
my
up?
mistakes.
Like I stepped
So
up.
I'm the nigga that's sitting here trying to justify
Don't.
my mistakes. But that's the point. See, that's what I'm finishing. Like, so now I'm to the point where I can look at you now as a man. And I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, oh, nigga, that shit wasn't necessary. I'm looking at you as a man. Like, well, I don't know what was necessary, but that shit turned out motherfucking okay.
Yeah, because the
That shit
standard
turned
that you
out
had on me as a
okay.
father, you set those standards based off what you knew you put in me. And I set my standards based off myself and the parts of me that you would never know about me until you grow to get to know them. So the standards you placed on me and the standards I placed on myself is different because you only know how far my capabilities go. You don't, I know them more than you because the only thing you can genuinely know, not assume, not feel, not speculate about, the only thing you can know about me is the shit I got from you for shit sure. But it's a whole lot of other shit inside of me that's outside of you.
Man, you don't think
you
I
see what I'm
seen
saying?
a whole bunch of strange shit? Like, what the fuck did that come from?
No, you see a whole bunch of fly ass shit.
No, I ain't talking about strange in no bad
you can't
way.
say this
I'm talking about
2026.
in
You can't
no,
say strange
okay,
like
y'all,
that.
let me
Or
not say
weird strange.
strange.
That crazy.
Let me not say
shit.
strange. I mean in ways where like, oh shit, I ain't know nothing about that, and then you know something about that. Like, I don't mean strange, come on, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker. I ain't finna have no damn weird ass son. Like I got a better chance of having weird daughters than a weird son. Like, you can guarantee that. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, but I understand that, son. Like, this is kind of why I want to have this discussion, because I know how we kick it. I know when we FaceTime and when we talking, I know how we kick it. And I know it's always like, it is what it now, but this is what I want people to see. Like, you don't see my motherfucking son bagging down. Like, this nigga ain't like, nah, nigga, hell no. Nigga, you shitted on me. Like, this is the conversation men need to be having with they motherfucking other men, man.
But
I'm not even just talking about father and son.
That's
I'm
another
talking
thing
about men.
that where we clash at, because when we did encounter, you was guilty about like how you, whatever areas you felt you failed me, and you still kind of expected me to have that childhood resentment. But my distaste for you at that current state wouldn't about had nothing to do from the
Yeah, it was on
past.
some whole
And I'm
grown
trying to
shit.
tell your ass, like, no,
It's on
I
some
been
whole
got
reaching
over that
shit.
shit. You still a nigga I don't like. Like, I don't like the shit you doing now, bro. Like, I don't like you still doing this
Doing
weak ass
crazy
shit. I done
shit,
forgave you
man.
still doing this weak ass shit. Like,
Right.
like no, like I been got over that, nigga. Because, like, you notice I care about the end result of a thing. So I don't duck no emotion with myself. If my ultimate goal is to grow, to be a better version of myself, I can't duck no smoke with myself. I may not ever tell nobody about it, but when I'm in that motherfucker by myself, everybody know when they lying to themselves, and that shit do not feel. It be worse when you know you lying to yourself, even if nobody else don't know the lie. You be feeling bogus in the motherfucker, dog. Lying to yourself be hurting worse than you lying to another motherfucker. like the feeling that you get. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta face it. And when you talking to a motherfucker that really did it and continue to do it and made that his lifestyle, dog, that's different. So Pop.
You don't think you bear no responsibility in our relationship being strained? You don't think nothing you did was bogus?
Absolutely. I did plenty bogus shit. I
Oh.
think a lot of shit I did bogus. I'm thinking about that, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
This shit I done that I never do again. You know what I'm saying? But at the time though, my reaction, like,
Was based
listen.
on me.
No, my reaction was based off me. Because the way you choose to respond, listen, okay, this is how I'm gonna break it down. When you respond to something, you only got a certain amount of response to certain shit in your database based off what you experience. Right? So like usually I would usually respond like this to this situation, or that this type of situation. And the way you're supposed to respond, that part of you may not even developed yet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I did bogus shit. And I said that before. I think I was like, motherfuckers did bogus shit, and I done outdid them in my response on some extra bogus
But let
shit.
me
You know,
let me
shit
ask
like
you,
that. So
let me ask you this question.
I don't never shy away from that shit.
We're not gonna go into detail, but the bogus shit you think you did, being who you is, do you think you will fuck with a nigga that did the bogus shit that you did?
I fuck with
Rather
people.
who he is, do you think you will fuck with a nigga that did the shit that you consider bogus? Do you think you will still fuck with a nigga who did that type of shit to you?
I do.
Okay.
Pop, to be honest with you, to be all the way 100, Pop.
Because I agree
If I
with
can
you.
sit here, Pop.
Because I agree with
Pop,
you.
if I can sit here with you right now, because to be honest with you, Pop,
I agree with you. Everything.
if you
finna say.
betray me, I'll be quick to kill you before I kill another nigga off the streets, because the betrayal from you was way worse. Simply because, guess what? Nigga, I hold you to a standard just like you held me to one.
You can't like empathize with me at all based on what we both know what happened.
No.
You can't empathize with me at all. Like, what
I
the
did.
fuck is this?
I did. And the first thing that crossed my mind, I did. We both sitting right here. Pop, we ain't had no fist fight ever.
Yeah. And we
It ain't been no shootout, none of that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, empathize. That right there took a lot of empathy, nigga. But that's just the first thing. The second thing, nigga, Pop,
Talk to me,
Pop,
son.
I had to empathize in order to forgive you.
Yeah.
Pop, listen, dog. Ain't no way.
Same with me too.
It was
son.
impossible for me to look at my truths and not see you in that shit.
Because
But
whether
see,
you believe it or not, I had some shit to forgive you for
Pop,
too, son.
Pop, I know you because I know what kind of person I am too. Like, I don't give a fuck what I do. It's certain shit you just don't do.
Right.
Based off my moral code. I know that. But when I'm in that motherfucker, Pop, and I'm just reflecting on everything, right? Like, I see the truth in this shit, but when I see the truth in me and I address you too. So, like I was telling you downstairs, I was like, I've been stopped holding you accountable. I'm like, this is what kind of person he is. So I had to look past like the standard that I had, you know what I'm saying, that you as a father. I'm like, okay, let's look at what the man been through. And then now I'm walking through it and I'm encountering the same feelings that you're encountering. The same shit that made you go left, but where I chose to go right, I encountered it. But I went right in the penitentiary and I'm like, damn, but now I understand how that fucked him up. I understand why he like this. I understand why he just, not because he choosing to be this way, I understand why he's just simply incapable of doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Spit.
So I understood it as a man. I had to understand the man first. So I'm like, oh, he's not capable of doing just this type of shit. Like, because what kind of man you are determine what kind of father you can be.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The quality of man definitely determine the motherfucking quality of father.
Good.
For shit sure. You see
That's
what I'm
good.
saying? So once I understood the man, I'm like, oh, he just ain't capable for this. And I was pissed because I'm like, I gotta step up now. God damn, because I'm capable of doing it. God damn, he ain't. So I got love, bro, man, till this nigga figure it out. Like, I'm gonna take out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about that. That's what it really was about. Papa made that decision based off, I just knew
Man,
you
you
weren't
remember
capable
when
of certain
you
shit.
wrote me when I was in South Dakota? You wrote
Man,
me
I
the
remember
first
every letter
when you
because I remember
found in
why
that
I
motherfucker.
stopped writing
The
you.
first thing you read, then the first thing you said me like, dog, you went and got a white girl pregnant. I promise you, nigga, that was your first paragraph. Like, dog, that's crazy. But I always wondered what a crossbreed would us be like.
What this shit gonna cost you?
I promise
But
I
you know what's
remember this
crazy?
shit.
I
Nigga,
thought
used to
I
make-
would
used to
be the
make them
first
white
one.
boys. I used to make them motherfucking white boys, nigga, read your letters. Every time you wrote a letter, I swear to God, I used to make them white boys in there like, let me show you what a motherfucker son's supposed to sound like. I swear to God, them niggas used to read your letters like they was books, nigga.
I know you told me because you wrote me and said we
Like,
should
is
write
this
a book.
grandpa
You said that
letter?
if we wrote a book, it'd be Oprah Winfrey
Dog,
status. That's what
the
you
way
said.
we used to talk, nigga, because I promise you, dog, our letters ain't none like our verbal. Our verbal too confrontational. Our letters, dog.
Our letters be confrontational too. Just don't know what the fuck I be going through when I'm writing you because you
that's
can't
what I'm
see me.
saying. But we be knowing, but we can't react to it because we don't see each other. So that
We
make
gotta
us
sit on
so that
it.
make our
Yeah,
reaction
you-
get set
yeah.
on. That
And
makes
you
us
want-
contemplate our reaction like, damn, I gotta feel what this nigga saying. So that make every time you hit me with like, yeah, Pops, you not really listening to what I'm saying. I was hearing what you were saying, son. To keep it real, this is exactly how I felt. I don't even know if I even expressed it to you. I felt just like this seeing all them letters, fam. I said, like, this stinking ass nigga don't feel like I felt like this with my daddy. I'm trying to tell this nigga, don't matter. Don't matter how you feel.
No, what's crazy?
Don't matter. It don't even matter
I was
how you
past
feel.
my feelings, and that's what we clashed about. Because no.
I know,
You
but
know
I
what we got
didn't
to do
know
it about.
that.
Let's
But I
we
didn't
gonna
know
keep
that.
it funky because you kept trying
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
That's
I
what we
didn't
the
know
same
that.
thing we clashed about right outside. The same thing we
Yeah,
clashed about
I didn't
then.
know that.
I'm like, stop trying to diagnose me, motherfucker. If this was an issue I had, why would I be sitting here debating about it when I know that go against the very law? Listen, bro, self-preservation. I'm dedicated to growth at this time. So I don't give a fuck if I gotta sit down, cry to you,
Right.
ask you and say,
Real
Daddy,
talk.
if I gotta say, fuck father, pop, Dad, listen,
Real
and get
talk.
that lesson from that shit and walk away from that shit and be, okay, I grew an inch. I didn't commit it to growth. Like I didn't know how, I knew how to oppose my own feelings. The first motherfucker I learned how to go against was myself.
So
You know what I'm saying? So that shit is easy. So
So
fuck
just to
my feelings
finish
and all
my
that type of
shit,
shit. And I was pissed
if
at you
I
because
ever
you
get a
kept
chance to finish
no,
my shit.
because I want to change the correspondence. I know why we stopped talking for two reasons. Remember, we always had an intellectual, you know what I'm saying, little thing. I was like, Pop, it's a whole other side to our relationship that's not being addressed.
Yeah,
I
I
said, you
remember
keep
all
challenging me intellectually, Pop. But I'm like, I'm not just mind, Pop. I'm like, I'm spirit and heart too. You got to get to know that. Like, that's really my dominant thing. But you relate to me the most here. But I'm like, Pops, get to know this. That's what you missing. Like, you missing it, nigga. And you would challenge that shit intellectually. Like, well, Pop, that's what you say, son. I think it's like I said, you still doing it. You can't help yourself. I said,
and you want me to unpack that right now? Let me tell
Yeah,
you
go
what
ahead.
that was, my nigga. That was me, my nigga, being that for a long time. Hurt, abused, disregarded, disrespected, not wanted, not good enough. My nigga. And to and to realize all that wasn't nothing, wasn't none of who I was. What I felt wasn't none of what I was, my nigga. Like all that shit was just make believe. That was just me creating false expectations on other people, my nigga. Well, none of that had nothing to do with who the fuck I was and who the fuck I was supposed to be. Like that was my realization. Like, dog, like nigga, you know, nigga, my most hurtful moment in my life come from my daddy. Niggas is simply telling me he loved his stepson as much as he loved me. That was the craziest
told me that, and
shit
that's
in
what
the
pissed you
world
off.
to me. Nigga, I never spent another summer with that nigga in my life.
you remember how I responded to that when you wrote me that? Okay, so check this out, y'all. For the first time, like, you know, he wrote me, and I never knew nothing. Like I just found out my pops wasn't even born in Wisconsin. Like, I ain't know my pops was born in Wisconsin, so I don't know nothing about like really none of my like bloodline on that side. So I'm not knowing any of this about him. Right. So,
Right, you got locked up. You was 1.5 when I got locked up. Right.
So yeah, but what was you just talking about again though?
You talking about how I was like, nigga, I ain't give a fuck about none of that. How I felt no more. Like that.
Oh,
shit
yeah.
didn't
Oh,
do me
no.
good.
Yeah, so but the thing what I wanted to say too though, real quick. When anyway, so he was giving me in this correspondence, I don't know, I feel like you was going I said you was going through a midlife crisis. because and I knew you was, but the thing is I didn't give a fuck.
I know.
That's the thing. I didn't give a fuck. Your timing was off.
Yeah.
You gotta caught me 4-5 years ago. Like I didn't work through this shit. You late. I didn't work through this shit, nigga. Let's
Yeah.
go. There's shit to do. I don't give a fuck, nigga. And then you a person I'm really not gonna get no grace to. Like,
Real
nigga, you
talk.
behind. You gotta catch me. Ain't no time motherfucking time for grace. It's a whole nother boy on the way
Yeah.
around this bitch. Nigga, I'm not trying to hear that shit. So I didn't care. I'm nigga, and I knew it was gonna do that, but I'm like, I gotta shut him down right now. Right now ain't the time for that shit. Like, nigga, you missed your boat. Just like I had just accept how you just told me I was the victim of your bad choices. That's just one of the pills you had to bite in that shit too. Like, this ain't time for that. But I understood. I said, but I was shocked too because you telling me this, and I'm like, and I'm so detached at this point because I'm over the child shit, like the child trauma. But you still think I got some suppressed kid in me and shit. I'm so over that. So when you hit me with it, I'm like,
No,
like,
I didn't, son.
because you was like,
My shit wasn't about to suppress kids. My
I'm
shit,
talking about me with me, because you thought I still had something against you. Because I never. This is my first time today telling you like, no, I viewed you like, no, nigga, you a chump to me right now. Like the past good. Like I understand that shit. Like I understand you, Pop. I understand how this shit fucked you
Yeah.
up. I understand how my mama breaking your heart. I understand it because I didn't experience some heartbreak. I didn't experience this seg, this penitentiary. I see how you went left. I see why now. But you so motherfucking spark. See, and that's what I was gonna really touch on too, about the expectations I held you to, because you didn't know the expectations that was being molded while you was in the penitentiary that I had of my father. Because you didn't consider that, Pop. You
Well,
consider what
tell
you
me.
felt you had to do.
I'm telling you, tell me those expectations.
I'ma tell-
Now's the chance.
I'm gonna tell you, because and what made me even think about that was just hearing you say like all of the shit that I was saying or acting like that wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? And it makes sense now, because I'm like, all I had was these stories, right? Like even to this day. Now I was bumping into people that was in prison with me, that was in prison with you. And they like, man, dog, yo motherfucking Pop, see this, see that, man. We used to have these business meetings every morning, man. We have our coffee, we'd sit down, and we had days where we just talk about, I'm just all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that coupled with, dog, I still remember the letters, nigga. We still ain't went ice fishing, nigga, to this day. We ain't went fishing, nigga, to this day still.
Right.
But I remember I'm like 5 years old, nigga, these letters, nigga. So when you was doing your 13 and a half, that's how I was doing my 13 and a half. That's what I was looking forward to.
Real talk.
I don't give a fuck if you would have got out and I was 50 with grandkids already, nigga. I
wanted that
still want to
fishing.
go
You wanted
motherfucking
that
ice fishing.
And I promise you, dog, I promise this is real talk. And I done told some of my close niggas that, dog, that's the one thing I regret. Because, nigga, you asked me, I never forget this shit, dog, at Netta House. You said, Pops, they got a fishing thing at McGubb, dog.
And I
Let's
done
go
went fishing in there. That's the first place I
I
ever
was like,
fished
nigga,
at
I'm
too.
not going to fish in that bullshit ass park with you. And I promise you, dog.
No, you shitted on me with that too. I remember that. It crushed me too.
Because
But
I know
took
I
that shit
probably
on the
did.
chin, though.
I probably did, dog.
Because all I
but
was
like,
thinking was like, not the park. I was thinking like, only thing I'm on the chance to
Yeah,
go
you just
fishing.
wanna go
Like I don't
fishing
give a fuck
with
what we
your
do.
pop.
The chance to go fishing. This motherfucker right here.
and what's so crazy, I know you had already told me that shit mattered to you, but dog, like it was like a thing in me, my nigga. It had to be in me, my nigga. I don't even know how I survived what I went through when I got out. Like how I beat the first case after that, how I beat this. I don't get through that, my nigga, if I don't hold close, son, to that thing like a higher expectations. So to me, I'm looking at you like a whole God. I'm like, boy, nigga, you finna have a whole motherfucking lake on your own to fish on. I know.
No, that ain't what I'm finna say, Pop. One of the
I know.
coldest lessons I feel a father should give his son, dog. And this plays on one of the things, like I said, like some of the things I see your absence, like I can see how it hindered me, right? And that's how I understand the protection of a man in the household, like a motherfucker, like to the fullest now. That's the only thing I hate, that you wouldn't even be able to protect me, dog. So I had to be subject to whatever boyfriend she dealt with, whatever views they had. They teaching me this shit. I'm out here in the streets with all these clowns teaching me how to be everything except who I am. And all I know the whole time is I'm different. I feel different. I don't think like nobody else think. I don't feel like nobody else feel. I'm knowing everything inside of me telling me this shit ain't normal. Ain't none of this shit how it's supposed to be, because if it did, I wouldn't be feeling like this. Why the fuck? Why am I feeling so out of place? But then they beat this shit into you. And I'm like, the only person that could have told me who the fuck I was, man, the only person that could have told me the ingredients that I possess inside of myself is the mother,fucker, man, that made the cake, man.
Real talk.
And I feel like you failed me on that, dog. You ain't protect me, dog. So I did a lot of shit.
You in
So
so many
no,
ways.
I'm talking about to me. That's the only thing I feel that made a real big difference, because everything else, I got certain shit in me that's just going, I'm just a certain way. So I'm going to always, I'm never just going to be a fuck nigga. Like, it's not in me just to be that way. So I'm going to always just turn out a certain way based off what I'm made out of. But what I'm saying is you left me subject to some shit that damaged me beyond repair. And now I done made decisions that I regret as a man because somebody taught me to do this fuck shit.
Yeah.
Some shit that I don't agree, and some shit that I felt that my fucking heart was wrong, nigga. I was actually doing the opposite, and they told me to do it this way. And I knew the shit wasn't right. And they like, come on, bro. And I'm like, man, these fuck niggas. I'm like, man, Pops, you left me around all these chumps,
I promise
man.
you, dog, what's keeping it real, and I take full accountability, because I most definitely, nigga, I knew it from the moment, nigga. That's why I fell on my knees, nigga, and went to Jesus, nigga, and said, fuck GD everything, nigga. The moment I sit up in them people's face, nigga, like, boy, you fucked up your whole fucking, everything that God would have gave you, you just fucked that off, boy. God didn't just bless you, nigga. You just fucked that off, fuck with these fuck niggas. Like, I knew that from the moment them people put handcuffs on me, son. The moment them people put handcuffs on me, it was too late, my nigga. What the fuck I supposed to do with this, my nigga? And the thing of it is, my nigga, whether you like it or not, dawg, you had an example. If I didn't do nothing else, my nigga, I gave you an example. So when you touch out that motherfucker, nigga, you chasing that first meal in your year and a half. I didn't have.
And what I've been
let
doing.
me finish. Let me finish though. I didn't have none of that, my nigga. I had to change on my own. My nigga didn't have no reflection of what change looked like. My nigga, only thing I had was the fact that I was in love with you niggas. And I didn't know what the fuck to be to you niggas. I didn't have no example, my nigga. I didn't know what to be to you niggas. So only thing I could do is think of be rich, nigga, and be legally successful.
And me understanding that is what allowed me to forgive you. And you know it's true.
I didn't know nothing else to be to
And
you
this how
niggas,
you know
dog.
it's true. This how you know this the only way I could forgive you is by understanding exactly what you said. That's why I just said that. Like, understand what you is. I reflected on what you've been through, and I just held. I'm like, man, I don't like this is who you is as a person. Because at first I told you I thought that you didn't love me. I got older, I'm like, no, this nigga definitely love me. But I'm like, why? This is love I can't fucking understand. This is not love as I see it. This is not love as I feel it. It don't feel like love. But I'm like, I know this, man. It's impossible for him not to fucking love me. It's like,
Man,
it's
there's
like you know what
nowhere
I'm
in the
saying?
world I will be here
So it had to, because it didn't make
if it
sense to
weren't for
me.
that.
See, for a simple-minded person, they'd be like, he just can't love me just because it don't look like what I think love's supposed to look like.
That's how most
No,
kids
I challenged
feel.
that fool ass shit, and I'm like, let me reflect on this person, but you wasn't in my life. So it's hard for a person to understand, like, how did you get through some shit that I caused you, and you got through it without me being there when I'm responsible for it? And I'm like, I know, Pop, when I was going through, I said, he ain't gonna understand this. I know he ain't gonna understand this. He gonna think he had to beat her, and with some shit we gonna have to talk about for me to get through this. He don't know that I tapped into myself on a fucking spiritual level so deep, nigga. You was there. You was there. And I think I wrote you that, or I put it in a poem or something. I said, my pop don't even know, like, I was going through this shit. He was there. I said, every time I felt that pain, nigga, your absence, that pain was your presence, nigga.
That's why.
Nigga, every time I was hurting that bitch and I
you,
couldn't swallow
son.
nothing, you was very present, but I didn't look at the physical presence.
Like, that's the shit that I don't never tell you, son, because I think it discredit your pain and what you telling me. So I
But I'm
never
cool
said,
with pain,
but I
though.
never said, no, I'm saying to me, like, I feel you might think it discredited to me if I tell you, like, dog, I was that same hurt, nigga.
I
was this
know.
same
Duh.
hurt, my nigga. Like,
And
I was
nice.
this same hurt. And then I'm telling you, from my perspective, I knew you experienced, I delivered that hurt to you. I delivered the same hurt I was experiencing to you. So I'm like, well, shit, it's too late now. You gone for 22 years, nigga. You gone for 22 years. What the fuck? What the fuck do you got? Like, so I'm writing letters, nigga. We starting comic books. We drawing. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Your mama not gonna bring you to see me because she moved the fuck on. And what she supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta, like, dog, everything to me is a compromise. Like, I gotta put up with this shit. I gotta hope a motherfucker accept my call once a month so I can talk to my son. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I understood that, but I understood, to me, it was like, nigga, what ensures that this never happens fucking again? Like, what ensures, like, why would you even have anybody with that much power over your heart? Like, I could never make sense out of that no more. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't no motherfucker like, cause nigga, you niggas could have been a death for me, dog. Like, I could have killed myself behind losing you niggas. Like, dog, that shit, that's how crazy that shit is, nigga. And I looked at that shit like, boy, come on, little dog. Like, that's how I'm looking at you when I get out. Like, come on, little dog. Like,
But it shouldn't have been.
If I just
it
hit
shouldn't have been
anybody,
that.
if I just would have hit anybody, dog, any nigga pulling up to my motherfucking driveway, nigga, the 300 or a Hummer, nigga, and my daddy, and sit me down, nigga, hit me in my chest for doing goofy shit, and be like, boy, you a king, you a fucking god. Stop that shit. Like, I'm not saying that's the truth, but I'm saying that's what I never got. So I think that's what would have did it. Not that don't necessarily got to be the truth. That's in my mind. That's why I gave you that. Because I thought that's what I needed, son. Do you get what I'm saying? And right now we could tell it's evident that that's not what you needed, that you needed more.
Right. And we both always talk about how I believe in the end result of a thing. So I don't really care about the process. I care about the end result of it. How I arrived there don't really matter to me unless
you
I
shouldn't have no
arrived there in a
problem
way
with
that
that. So
defeat
you
the
shouldn't have
purpose
no
of the end
problem with
result
that
I'm trying to
15.
get.
So
No,
you shouldn't have no problem
I
with
didn't do
that 15.
15. I did 16 years,
16,
and I
but
do
the
got a
end
problem
result
with it
look
because I felt like I
look
could have.
good.
I fuck look good, Pop.
It's doing good.
No, it's the shit that you can't. But I could have did better, Pop. I lost a lot. I gained a lot. See, people see it from that perspective, and
Well,
I'm
come on,
telling
give
you
it
what
to
I
me then.
like. Okay,
Unpack
watch
it.
it. How
Unpack
you
it.
just said. I know that ain't probably what you needed. It clearly ain't what I needed, Pop. It clearly ain't.
Why?
What you saying is the result of me being constructed from some shit to the point where I got the most out of a worse situation. That's all you seeing right now. And that may look good because that same situation like fracture a lot of other motherfuckers, but Pop, just because it look
one more again. I don't
yeah.
think I heard you right. Say
Okay,
that.
you looking at the end result, Pop, that shit wasn't a success. It may look like it's a success, but no, it wasn't a success. Only thing you see is a certain caliber of motherfucker that got put through some shit and made the most, based off the caliber person that he was, made the best out of a fucking absolute horrific motherfucking hell. But the fact that I came out the shit in the state that I did, people forget the state that I could have been in had I not been through that to begin with. Nobody don't entertain that because the end result is so fucking amazing to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe you came out like this, especially like so. I'm not saying what you saying don't hold value, Pop. Once again, I'm just saying you putting too much value on just that thing. There's other things you have to put value in, is what I'm saying. So I don't believe that it was necessary for what? Because Pops, you could have spared me, and I'm telling you could have spared me because I'm telling you exactly what you could have did. I'm telling you exactly what you could have did.
Nigga,
But listen.
Tell me what I could have did.
Because the shit came backwards. I'm gonna tell you the shit came backwards. The shit came backwards, right? Like I feel
hold on. Let's take a break. I gotta piss. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Uncommon Nonsense, man. We have to take a little short pee break. I forgot what you was talking about. What you was talking about, son?
I just know I was wanting to speak on how me going to prison wasn't necessary.
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah, that's probably important that you finish that thought too.
I almost kind of don't because I was still arguing with you during the whole break about that shit in my mind. So I feel like we might have let that pass a little bit.
Wow, I want to hear that argument. Because I think you got a great point.
I know, so that's why it pisses me off so much that you disagree with how great of a point I'm making. That shit be pissing me off. That's why I don't want to talk about it because that shit be pissing me off.
I want you to talk about it because I want you to convince me because I think it's a great point, but I'm not convinced of it.
Pop, I don't care if you convinced or not. That's the thing. I don't care about convincing you.
I know, but I want you to convince me. Don't leave me in error, man. I hate when people do that.
You doing that shit for them. You're not even doing it for you. You doing that for them.
No, I'm not. I promise you. I promise you this is a thing to me. I mean, me and Brian got into this. Dog, if you know something I don't know and you know I'm wrong, I don't give a fuck how much I'm standing on it. Don't just be like, I don't want to argue. I'm just gonna leave this nigga wrong.
Cause nigga, we had this same debate. My answer ain't gonna change. It's the 5th, 6th time we had this, and my answer, approach, and view on it ain't gonna change. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like this: if you feel like I went to prison and turned out great, I'm telling you, if I didn't go to prison, I'd fucking be perfect. Then, if you think I'm great despite going to prison, I'm telling you how I wouldn't. If I'm great now, to you, and you proud of this shit now. Oh, if I never go to prison, oh boy.
Tell me what that look like.
Oh my God.
Tell me what that look like.
This amplified by a fucking million. Without half the scars that I got now.
So tell me what you needed for me to do.
Or at least even if I would have had the same amount of scars, Pop, they wouldn't have been the same ones that you have.
Yeah.
That's what I can't justify. I can't justify why a son have the same exact scars as a father. You just said, like, how can I break this cycle? Like, I understand that struggle, that struggle is inevitable. I understand that pain, hurt, I understand that all of that shit gonna happen. But I feel like I should be free enough to develop my own motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, path and encounter my own struggles, my own trials and tribulations. Even if that lead me to prison just based off whatever the case may be, my scars should be my own. They should not be a motherfucking replica of yours, Pop. Because that mean that was a direct repeat. That don't mean, Pop, that don't mean you walked and I picked up where you left off at. That mean I started right where you was at and walked footstep for footstep, Pop. That's considered a setback.
So I'm asking you, well, how did you end up in jail?
The same way you ended up in jail.
So based off your own decisions.
Yeah, based off my own decisions. But today, we're not talking about my decisions. We're talking about the influence you had on them. The impact that you could have made on them.
That's what I want you to explain.
So that's what I'm getting at. But
no,
I'm explaining the impact. But what we explaining right now is how me going to prison wasn't like a rite or passage, or how it's not responsible for the man that I am.
Like what I could have done different that would have made your life different.
I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but let me finish going in on this because now I'm finna just use your perspective to just make sense.
I see you got that smirk on his face.
I got your ass. I got your ass. I got your ass. Okay, so check this out.
Some shit he been waiting.
Watch this, Pop.
Okay.
Before I ever went to prison, right? When you was in the penitentiary and you was getting letters about all the little crazy shit I was doing, all the things I remember when you called and I told you I get it how I live. You was like, that ain't the stupidest shit. You got on my ass about that, but. You had them expectations, them godly expectations to be God and everything, Pop.
But
let me finish.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
You had them same expectations, so that means in your mind you knew I was already motherfucking great, Pop. No. And you held me to no.
Oh, you said great?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And held me to them standards, Pop. That's why you was on my ass because you couldn't believe I was doing that shit.
Yeah. You right. You absolutely right about that.
Okay, so if you had them expectations on me before the penitentiary.
Not before the penitentiary.
Yeah, that was before the penitentiary because when I was doing all of this shit.
Oh, you talking about before you?
Yeah, before I went to the penitentiary. Not before you. Yeah, before I went to the penitentiary.
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So how you calling me great now and say, man, you was at the penitentiary, made you cold, Pop. If I could recall, you had them same expectations on me, same level of greatness, same everything prior to penitentiary. So you knew. So somewhere in your mind, Pop.
You don't have to guess that. I can tell you.
No, hear me. I know. Hear me out. But somewhere in your mind, Pop. Somewhere in your mind, dog, you had to believe that. Despite prison, I was gonna be great, and I was supposed to be. Despite prison,
never thought that.
So
Never
why would you?
thought that when I
Okay,
got out.
so why would you?
Never
So,
when I got out and
okay,
met
so
you.
why did you? So okay, no, not once you met me. I'm just talking about before I went to prison. Period. I don't got to be before you got out or nothing. I'm just saying any time before I went to the penitentiary,
did.
because we talking about my penitentiary phase. You know what I'm saying? About the time I did. I'm talking about any time before that. When you placed
Before
those
you
there
went
on
to
me,
the
yeah,
penitentiary?
yeah. Before I went to the penitentiary, when you was, it could still be when you was in the penitentiary. When you was hearing them standards and them expectations you had on me. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
So
I had
in order for you to even
expectations
have
when we
those
was
before the
conceived.
penitentiary, that means you knew I was like super capable of being fucking great without ever seeing the
No
penitentiary.
question. No
Without
question.
ever seeing the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? But see, and this ain't even just a you thing. This is something I learned in life. Like we say this is what we say all the time. Like shit happened for a reason. But people don't understand that it's us that give reason to shit after it happened. So when something happened, the only way that we can really cope with it or get a lesson from it is if we start making sense out of it and try to find a way, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Or even just to make it logical, to make it make sense. Not even be fair or justified. It's something we gotta address. You know what I'm saying? We gotta tickle this shit.
I never think that.
You know what I'm saying?
I never think that is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta tickle
I
this
think
shit.
the reason why we justify because we realize how important it was.
So I feel like certain things are like predetermined, and I also feel like certain things we have to give reason to. But then when we give reasons to something, they start looking to the outside like, see, I knew this happened for that.
That's
No,
what I'm
motherfucker,
saying.
that ain't why it happened. No, the situation ain't responsible for the reason. I gave reason to the situation based off who the fuck I am and how I perceived it and the steps I took to make under these circumstances. But it looked like the opposite, but it's not that.
Son, before we get off this mic, because this will enlighten the shit out of me. If you just answer one question I've been asking all night. Because I know you know this answer, because I know how you explored yourself. So what the hell could have been done different when I got out of jail that would have changed you from going to jail? Like, just give me just an example of like, Pops, you should have done this more.
I could just give it to you in one statement and you finna get it. Accepted me.
You don't think I accepted you? I'm not just asking you. Tell me why. I'm
No,
telling you, explain that.
I'm making this face.
I'm not feeling that
like I'm making this face, Pop. It's because I'm surprised that you can sit here and say you did.
Like I'm
like that face you just made. I don't know how you even making that face right now. Okay, for instance, like how you just said this, Pop. You just said this out your mouth. You said, "No, when I got to join and met you, I ain't had them expectations no more." And I said, "I ain't talking about just that."
That's my point.
Hear me out. No, that's my point. Let me make my point based off what you just said.
I'm make mine.
So you said all you had to do was accept me. No, because if you accepted me out the gate, why did your expectation change once you seen what I was? That means something in your mind, your view of me changed. You like, oh, well, the state that this nigga in right now, based off my experience on who I am, he got to go ahead and go through this. That's what you thought. You didn't accept what I was doing. That's why you did this. When you sat there and just said, nigga, I done showed you this. I done did this.
See, you talking two different things. You talking about accepting what you're doing and accepting who you are. It's two different
things.
Let
me finish, man, because they're not two different things.
Yes, they are, son.
If you let me fucking finish, I'll show you how I connect them. You're not letting me finish. That's the problem. Everybody think everything's separate because they don't see the glue that connected. If you let me finish, I will show you the glue because ain't nothing in this world disconnected, Pop. Ain't nothing in this world disconnected. This leads to that, to this. This leads to that. This leads to that. It's just sometimes you miss the damn glue, Pop. Ain't nothing in this motherfucking world separate, nigga. No, we gonna talk about that because you know it ain't separate. No, when you say some simple shit, I'm gonna get on your ass for that because you know ain't nothing really separate in this world. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm gonna go back and say no. You ain't finna determine how I'm finna make my point.
Okay,
I'm gonna make my point like if you would have accepted me, nigga.
I told y'all.
No. You didn't accept me because when you accept somebody, guess what happened, Pop? They feel accepted, and guess what?
That's not all.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish, Pop. You know that. Listen, my nigga. No. I wouldn't have grown up. I was 15 years old, Pop. I wouldn't have grown up.
But you're a grown up now. Talking
no, I'm talking about acceptance, nigga.
You know damn well accepting a person and a person feeling accepted is two different things. You talk to me all the time about the bitches you fuck with.
Please finish, my nigga. You ain't even letting me finish, bro. You asked me a question on what you could have did different, my nigga, and I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Because you clearly ain't know what you should have did because it didn't work.
You said accept you.
You didn't work, nigga. I'm telling you, didn't accept me, nigga.
So tell me what
you didn't accept me, nigga, because I remember every time I asked you, nigga, to take me somewhere and ride with you. I remember every time you said no, nigga. And you say you sat there and nigga start that business for me, nigga. You ain't teach me how to do a check stub when you was typing that shit, nigga. You ain't show me none of that shit. That shit didn't feel like it was for me. You said it was for me, Pop. I never in one time, bro, felt like nothing you was doing for me. I never felt that way, Pop, because you wasn't sharing none of that shit with me. You wasn't teaching me nothing. And it was so crazy, Pop, is that it didn't take all of the shit that you thought it was gonna take. That's the thing. It didn't take none of that.
Like what you mean by that?
Nigga, I ain't never called no other nigga dad since you been gone, fool, and I ain't even know you, nigga. I ain't never had the natural motherfucking inclination to call no man my father, even if I had bonds with other men that I never had with you. I ain't never felt like calling them niggas my father, though.
For sure.
Pop, it wasn't that hard, nigga. You don't even understand, dog, if you would have came and said this and not, nigga, you a God, you ain't. Listen, Pop, this what the thing, man.
You
This,
act like
no,
I
no, no, no,
didn't
be,
do
be,
that,
be,
man.
be,
That
be,
is
be quick, because this is
crazy
something I was
to me,
finna say.
dog. How you
No,
just
no, no,
tossed that to the
no, no, no,
side.
because this, I ain't tossing it to the side. Listen, because this is something I was gonna speak on earlier about you. I felt like you didn't protect me, and this tied
Okay.
directly into that, Pop.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Because when you was telling me like he a God and all of that, Pop, the only person that can tell a son that can show a son what he is his father, Pop. So you seen it, Pop, but that wasn't the issue. Pop, you came home to a 15-year-old. I didn't think I was shit.
I know, son.
I didn't think I was nothing, nigga.
I know. I'm not
Nigga, I didn't think
that.
I was nothing. Nigga, I'm so blessed to still be alive, and now I know what I was. I'm like, damn, I almost lost it, dog. I was almost gone. I was really this type of Pop, like this much value.
Only thing I'm asking you, like, what
Pop,
could have said
Pop,
to you
Pop,
that was different that would have made
Pop,
you
Pop,
realize
not even
what
said,
you
Pop.
was?
I did this when I said accept me. Not words, Pop. That's why I remember the times you, Pop, I remember, I promise you, as much weed as I smoked back then, I remember every time, dog, you told me know all about something, Pop. And that started making me
But
feel
why
like,
you remember all the times I told you, yeah?
because they were so far. I do. We went to the movies once. We went to go see 300.
Man,
you went and bought me some pants, nigga. Once for school, and then you bought me 2 pair of pants in Minnesota when I was on the run, nigga. We had to pull teeth to get, so all that type of shit, nigga. I remember every fucking thing, Pop, because you don't understand how fucking highlighted this was for me.
So you don't
Like,
remember
you
me
don't
had to come to your house every night, my first 3 months out, every night at 3 or 4 in the morning, and coming over there because of some shit you done. You don't remember
Why?
me like getting
Watch
up
this. Why did
early
you come
every
over there?
night, every night because you my son. And your mama
Okay,
called
well, I'm
me,
saying, but what was
and
your
mama
intent?
called
But what was
me.
your intent? What was you trying to accomplish by that?
I was trying to tell you, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is you doing, son? Like, I always came over there, dog. You was always at my house. You was at me and Netta's house until you beat up a son. You was living with me. I don't even know how you don't remember none of this.
Who said I don't remember that? But the
Like,
thing
why
is,
you act like I was just fucking with you every once in a while? I was fucking with you
I
when
didn't
you
say
were
I
fucking
didn't
with.
say you.
I had to go look for you, search for
Pop,
you,
I didn't say,
everything
Pop.
to
You
fuck
only
with
searching
you,
for me
son.
when I was on the run from my mom and I had an ass whooping coming.
No,
nigga, you ain't
that's not
searching me.
true.
Pop,
That's
we
not
finna keep it
true.
all the way funky. So we
If your
finna keep it
mama
all.
was- if
So
your
we
mama
finna
was
keep
here,
it all
she'd
the
tell
way
you that's not
funky,
true.
Pop. We finna keep it all the way funky. First of all, for me to ask you to go somewhere, I had to be with you at your house. Every time I asked you to go somewhere when you was leaving, it was at your house when I was living with you on Wells.
But that's always how
So
it
so
goes.
yeah, but I was with, but see,
gotta
but
be- you gotta
so
live with somebody to actually go
listen, I'm
somewhere.
trying to tell you something, you still ain't listening, Pop, because you think you had the right formula, and I'm telling you it's not, and I'm trying to tell you what you could have did, you ain't listening. You said I did this, but clearly that shit ain't work. So listen, what was your intention on pull up at 4 in the morning? You was trying to, but that ain't what I didn't need. I didn't need you to pull up at 4 in the morning.
Why you didn't need me?
That ain't what
pull up
that,
at
that,
4 in the
it didn't work.
morning?
Did it?
You
That ain't what I
fucking up.
needed. But not once have you asked me like, son.
I really think all this shit
But what's
works,
crazy? Even if you would
to
have
be
asked me
honest.
like, but even if you would have asked me like what you need, I didn't even know. Pop, you left a nigga from a baby to 15. I didn't fucking have a clue, dog.
Yeah,
I didn't
get
have
that.
a clue, Pop.
I get that, son.
And the only person that could have told me, because I was smart. So no other motherfucker could have told me something because it ain't finna make sense to me. You ain't finna definitely tell me about me, because that's the problem now that I'm really out thinking y'all, but I'm a kid. I don't know how to handle this shit, and I'm not fitting in, so I'm thinking something wrong with me, so I'm trying to be like y'all and wondering why I'm just getting all these destructive ass results, because I'm thinking that I'm the different motherfucker in the room, that there's something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying, Pop? But the only person that could have about was you, because a father, Pop, a father. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what a father's.
Making my point for me and not even understanding
Pop, I'm not
it,
trying.
dog.
No, what you mean? I'm not understanding. I was never meant to dispel your point. My intention ain't to dispel your point, Pop.
I know.
I only defend myself when you disagree with what I'm trying to tell you,
All
when it's
I'm
something about my
saying to you,
view.
son.
I'm never. My intention ain't to dispel your point. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
this. This is what a father is, just by existing as a father, Pop. Your presence, what you saying, anything, fuck what you said or could have did, just your existence. I'm just telling you what your absence was, what your presence would have been instead of your
no
absence,
question.
Pop.
No question.
A reflection.
No question.
You would have been my fucking mirror, nigga. Just by
No
you simply
question.
being there, nigga.
No
By you
motherfucking
simply
question.
being there. And with me being what I am, the son that you produced, all I fucking needed was a mirror, Pop.
No
I'm looking at
question,
everything
son.
else in the world and I don't see my
No
reflection in it,
question.
dog.
I take full account,
That's the
nigga,
only thing.
of leaving you, my nigga. I take full account. There's not a moment, nigga, since the people put cuff on me, I didn't say this was somebody else's fault. This was no, nigga, you abandoned your motherfucking people. You abandoned the shit you love the most. You ought to be absolutely 100% ashamed of yourself. That is why I can sit up here, nigga, and talk to you at 52 years old. It's because that's how much that shit meant to me. This is how I can be at 52 years old, still alive, still not in nobody prison, nigga, still being able to mend a relationship with my son.
Pop.
Because let me finish. I just let you talk, nigga, for 30 goddamn minutes.
Because you just
Let me
paused, so I'm
say
trying to see.
me.
Because right now I don't care about them. You gotta look at outside your emotions.
Like, only thing I'm sitting up here saying, like, dog, like, damn, man, I just wish, dog, because I know you are. I know you are. I know in the present, dog, I mean in the future, dog, I know, like, I seen this develop in our whole relationship, how old is you now, 33?
Yeah.
Finna be 34, like, dog, I seen this shit develop in our whole life. I seen it, like, even when I question, even when I'm like, dog, you letting your son down, you doing this, and it's, I promise you, dog, you think I'm playing with you, dog, but it's always God telling me, like, boy, do you remember? Do you remember? Do nigga you think your daddy could have talked you into not?
No, you don't even get it.
I
And
know.
that's
You
what's
telling
crazy.
me you're
You don't-
different than that.
No,
You're
no,
telling
I
me
know. Because the only thing, because your understanding of me can only be based off the understanding you got of yourself.
and I'm telling you,
I
I
talk
would have
about that.
told my daddy the same thing. Like, Daddy, if you'd have just showed me any
So why is
attention,
we debating, Pop?
because that's not the truth, my
Yeah, for
nigga.
you. So why in the fuck if you ask me if you know something? You don't know me, my nigga. Stop telling me. That's the point we just class for. So how you gonna ask me something what you
Dog,
could have
how
did
could
different?
it possibly work if you telling me everything I supposed to give you, I gave you?
No,
I got
didn't
out
say
of
that. I
jail,
said
show you a
acceptance,
different
Pop.
example.
I said acceptance, my man.
How you gonna tell me I didn't accept you when
Man, if you accepted what I did, why would
accepted you for all
okay,
the shit
a
that
parent
you
whoop
did, son.
that parent whoop their kid ass because they do something that they don't agree with or accept, nigga. So if you accepted me, no.
That's a good story. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to accept my son stealing from his mama and his brother?
Nigga, if my character,
You telling me that's what
if
I'm supposed
a-
to accept?
No, I ain't say you supposed to. I didn't say supposed to.
I thought you was
I
talking
didn't
about
say
accept you.
I didn't say you were supposed to.
But you just
I
used
didn't
that
say you
example.
You said what I needed, nigga. I didn't say it was. I didn't say that's what you were supposed to do. I'm telling you what I would have needed, nigga, to detour me in a different way. And I didn't say accept the stealing part.
so
That was an
so
example,
tell me
nigga.
what?
Is what
Tell
I'm
me
saying.
what?
So
Tell
we're
me
not
what
even
you
finna play
needed.
the cement. I just try to tell you, Pop. But if I tell you, trying to, and that's what killed
So
me the
if I
most.
said, okay,
Pop, that's
son,
what
it's
killed
cool
me the
that you
most, Pop.
stealing.
Because the thing is, you been my father, but nigga, you ain't been me. You ain't been me,
question,
nigga. Okay, so
son.
how in the fuck is you debating him? How you gonna ask me something about me, about my
I'm
feelings?
not asking
and what
you
I-
about you. I'm asking you what the
Pop,
fuck
you
I
just
could
asked
have
me-
done. You telling me
So
what?
that's-
You
so
telling me every?
if
Let me
you asking
finish,
what
son.
you could have did for who? For
I'm
me,
asking
right?
you. No,
For
I'm
me.
asking you what I could have done for you. You telling me what I could have done. I'm telling you, son, I did that. You telling me
Pop,
no,
you-
it didn't work.
All I said was a
So
no,
I'm asking
that ain't
you
what
what I
said.
coulda done,
That
and
ain't
you
what I
telling me it
said.
didn't
That ain't what I
work.
said. I said what you did do didn't work. When you asked me what I needed, the only thing I said.
You said accept
That's
you.
the only thing I said.
So you tell me I'm supposed to accept you stealing?
No, I didn't say
Would you
accept
accept
me
your
stealing. That
son
was the
stealing?
example I used, Pop.
Oh, give me another
Fuck is you
example.
talking about? If I came
I
home,
know.
and,
So
Pop, I
give me
promise you
another
this,
example.
nigga. Listen, I promise you this. Can't nobody on this planet can ever say I ducked any accountability for nothing.
No
nigga,
question.
No, listen,
Ain't
I
nobody
cried.
said
Listen,
that.
nigga, I done cried multiple times for that 16. One thing I ain't cried about was getting that shit. I don't care how unfair it was. I don't care about not having no listen. I don't care about not having no pop. I don't
know
give a
what you
fuck what was
come from.
responsible, nigga. I took the shit on the chin, nigga. The
Real nigga
hard
shit.
way, the right way, nigga, and did it, nigga. Accountability. That's what I do. And I'm gonna continue to do it, Pop. So what you saying is this. If you telling me what I needed, nigga, listen, what you telling me, how you gonna say what you needed from me? Pop, I put expectations on you. Nigga, who the fuck is you to tell me what I expected from you? Because we only feel failed or not accepted when our expectations ain't being met. And I just told you, you wasn't aware of the expectations I had on you, so you can't talk about it because you're not aware. You just your first time being aware that I even expected certain shit from you,
I
my
know.
nigga.
That's why I'm asking you. What did you
I know,
expect?
but
You expected me to accept
no.
you
I
stealing.
didn't say, Pop, that ain't what I said,
That's the
Pop.
example you
The
gave
people
me.
hearing this, that's the example I
You
used
said-
to
you
make
said,
a
why
point.
was you hitting on
That's
me?
the
I wasn't hitting
example.
on you unless you was doing that,
Pop, what is an example? When I got hit, it wasn't for stealing, Pop. When I got hit that day, it was for smoking weed. Me and Dario was at Niece's house. We snuck in the alley and I went and smoked.
That too?
Fuck is you, Pop. No. You're not supposed to be a hypocrite though, Pop. You're supposed
I
to
wasn't
teach me.
smoking weed.
You were supposed
You
to
ain't never
teach.
seen me
No.
smoke
But
no
I was doing the
weed.
same shit that you was doing at 15.
This is what I'm saying, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying.
What are you talking
I didn't even
about?
smoke no weed. I wasn't smoking weed at 15 either. I never was a weed smoker.
Okay, so
till
why didn't you say
recently.
that then,
I
Pop?
never
Why
was
didn't you say
smoking
that
weed.
then? You didn't teach me shit, nigga. You punched me, nigga.
told man,
You didn't
oh
say,
my
Pop.
God.
You didn't say.
I promise you,
Pop,
my nephew
oh my
Dario was
fucking
here.
God,
Dario
man.
was in that room.
Pop,
I
you
told
with
him.
me in the room, but it was just me and you, my nigga. And that's the day I told you.
probably did.
And I know you did. In DC room, she had a dog in the motherfucking kitchen in that motherfucking cage, nigga. I went and sat on the one thing on the field, smoked a half a blunt I had in the grape swisher. I came home, you punched me in my chest, and that's the same day I said, Pop.
But I won't.
Listen, that's the same day I said, Pop. Because I couldn't listen, because I couldn't understand it. I said, dog, what make you think you got the right to put your hands on me? Because I couldn't understand how you was doing the disciplining but not the teaching. I couldn't understand. I said, you with the disciplining part, but you ain't taught me shit. You just came with expectation, expect me, but you ain't instilled none of the shit in me though. Because yeah, you didn't smoke, but guess what? The single mama you left to raise me smoked like a broke motherfucking stove. Yeah, she smoked like a broke stove. I didn't get that from you. Yeah, but you didn't look at yourself. You just looked at my ear and punched me for my ways, Pop.
No, I didn't.
But getting punched in my shit was a punishment, my nigga.
Of course it was a punishment. I'm not saying it's no punishment. It wasn't for you being
What was the lesson?
Your ways, man. It's the fact that, nigga, this is not your ways.
And then stealing and shit like that, Pop. You said you was stealing too.
That's my whole point, son.
So-
Why you think because I grew up stealing that
You know
I'm
what?
supposed
That's
to
my
accept
fault.
son
No, that's my
stealing?
fault because I look at what kind of father I'd be, and I put my expectations on what kind of father I'd be on you. So that's my fault right now because I'm gonna just start speaking on how I will approach my son. That's what I'm gonna do, right?
So
Because
tell me how you would
to be
approach
honest,
your
Pop,
son.
because this really just funny debate because I long ago stopped expecting shit from you, but I accepted you for who you is, Pop. That's the only reason why that's why we able to sit here and have this conversation, nigga.
Real talk.
Because if I held a grudge, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Real
It ain't no
talk,
question, nigga.
son.
So you gotta hear
That
me,
go
my
for
nigga.
either
So
one of us, my
me
nigga.
as a
That go
father,
for
listen.
either one of us,
Now this is why I don't have any kids yet. Because I'm so conscious. The lesson I got out of your eras is dog, I'm so fucking conscious that circumstances shit is hereditary. Like I'm so conscious that I know if I have a kid, they inherit whatever the fuck state they born in the moment I had them. See, I'm already thinking about the life of my child before they get here. Because that's how sensitive I am about this shit. So you talking about as a father, but I just caught myself. No, I'm talking about how I would be as a father.
Yeah.
If I came home, Pop, and I didn't, and this true shit. I was in the penitentiary. I remember this nigga, man, Big O, had a son. Now this nigga from Kenosha too, from Kenosha. Job had an 11-year-old son, got a BB gun and pulled a robbery. Nigga, you ain't had to do this. You fucking got a whole son, a wife, and you want to try to be a street nigga now with a BB gun at that. And we working out, and he was like, "Man, this bitch don't bring my son to come see me. She don't do this, but you just showed me a picture. Your son, fresh as hell. You said he doing excellent in school, and she bring him to come see you." I said, "So you telling me, dog, this woman is not only playing her position, but trying to compensate for yours, dog, and you still, like, nigga, how's you not looking at yourself, and how's you not thankful and grateful that she's still doing this? Nigga, how's you not, you know what I'm saying? No. I'm just saying motherfuckers don't, they don't look at that, the byproduct of the decisions that they made. See, because at the time I came home, you was experiencing the effect of the fucked up shit you did, but you wasn't that same fucked up nigga. You know what I'm saying? Your standards, expectations of yourself even changed at that point in your life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just really like, oh, nigga, because you know, and you come home with them, that's like, this nigga don't got a clue what the fuck, nigga, what the fuck? Like, but Pop, I would have came home, dog, and I would have seen that because I understand this, dog. Like when I have if I ever have a child, Pop, dog, it would never be this like Pop, like, I'm gotta teach him, especially when I see him, when I see him shit that's in me. Pop,
stop saying that,
Pop,
son.
Pop, listen, Pop, listen, you can't say, because I'm not talking about what kind of father I be. You talking to a shit. The thing is, Pop, I'm telling you this because
I thought that's what you was telling me.
Listen, but right now I'm not a father. So when we just said on this same podcast that what kind of man you is determine what kind of father you is. So I can say what kind of father I be because you just agreed to that too. Because I know what kind of man is sitting before you right now. So I know what I'm willing to do, whether it's with a son or whether I just know what kind of man I am, Pop. So I can definitely give you a clear-cut motherfucking viewpoint of what kind of father I be because it's never been no more crystalline to me of what kind of what kind of human being I am. I just know what my nature is as a human being. Fuck a man, fuck black, fuck white. As a human, nigga, I understand what my nature is. So I can sit here and tell you how my nature would apply in this situation because I just know it's a certain thing. I can't say all I will do, but I can tell you what the fuck I will not do.
What you won't do?
The fuck is you talking about? What I will not do?
Tell me what you won't do.
One thing I won't do is the moment, and I know, Pop, you think if I take my son, hear me out, but do you think that if I take my son to raise him in the suburbs, I think he ain't gonna have no crazy shit still happening?
No, I'm asking you, tell me what you won't do.
I'm finna, but let me line this up how I want to. Nigga, I know the show podcast, but let me line up my punchline how I want to line my shit up. Damn, nigga.
Thousands of them, nigga.
Damn, I gotta ask you say this. Did you say yeah? Did I say nah? I said that to say this. That's how this. Damn, I'm trying to get this shit in, but I forgot now. Shit, I'm just gonna get to the good part.
You was telling me what you won't do. You know, if you know how type of nigga, type of human being you is, know what type of father you will and won't be. What type of father you won't be. I want to know what type of father you won't be.
Okay, what I won't do as a father, I ain't gonna say what kind of father, because that's just like me. I know exactly what kind of clear cut father I'm gonna be. Clear cut. That's a process.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So just like right now, I can say without just starting off, and I have to go from there. This shit, man, ain't no manual to this shit. But one thing I will never do is when I see something, because I operate off understanding. We talked about this. I don't care about whether nobody else understand me. I move off the understanding I have of something. So with my understanding is this, I understand that them hits in the chest, like based off even this shit, like I learned from the shit that didn't work with me, with you. Like I'm not just saying like, Pop, that didn't work. That's helping me become a better father because analyzing that shit, showing like this didn't work for me. That's why I can tell you, Pop, with so much honesty what would have worked for me. I couldn't have told you then, Pop, but you asking me now. So I didn't went through all of the truths already. Like, yeah, this wouldn't have worked. Yeah. That wouldn't have worked. I thought it probably would have, but that shit wouldn't have worked. I just told you, Pop, I just was so 100. I told you that I was in the penitentiary and I was like, I'm not ready to go home yet. I know I'm gonna do this if I go home. Yeah. I never told nobody that. If somebody asked me, you want to go home, I would have said yeah, because I know if I would have honestly said hell no. They would be like, you stupid nigga. I said, no, motherfucker, I know I go out there, it's going to be the same repeat. Man, I know it's going to be way worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm honest with myself.
Let me ask you something, son. Do you remember that time when Niecy was at Niecy's house and she tried to get me to fuck you and Dario up, and I was like, man, I didn't come home for this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't come home to put your... Like, dog, I promise you, my nigga.
You know what's so deep about that moment right now?
This is what I want to tell you.
I'm seeing something in you. I said, where you going? That's dope.
I promise you, dog. Like, this is what, even with your mama, dog, calling me every night, dog. at 4 in the morning for some shit you did. Like it was to me, I was doing that shit based on her expectations, based on her expectations, based on her expectations, based
Expectations
on her
of what you were supposed to
expectations
do
of
as a
what she
father.
wanted me to do as a father. Like I can't control this nigga. I can't check this nigga. Fuck this nigga up. He disrespected me. He said this, and I'm thinking because that was my Clyde. Nigga, you don't disrespect her. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm thinking like that. But that's why I always sit down, nigga. Even when we was crying together, nigga, sitting on your bed. That's why I'm telling you, like, come on, son, man. I don't even feel I feel crazy hitting on you, dog. I'm just telling you, you a fly nigga, dog. Like this shit is not even you.
They're not getting that, but you understand that,
But
dog.
I didn't have no example, son. I didn't have no way.
I didn't
Like,
have
I
a
was, I was the
clue.
first nigga out the gate with this. I'm still the
Yeah,
first
so
nigga out
you
the
know
gate
I
with
didn't have a
this.
clue of my
I'm
value.
still learning this.
So
That's why I'm still listening to you when you still telling me like, Pops, you still failing. You still, that's why nigga, I pace about shit you tell me. Conversation we have like, boy, because to me, your opinion is the most important opinion. Like, to me, period. Like on some for real shit.
So
like
why the fuck we debate so
more important than
motherfucking
God?
much, then?
Because
God damn.
because I gotta validate it, my nigga. Because if it's gonna be life altering,
But why don't you
I gotta-
validate that shit with somebody else? Because you be having me on some explosive shit when you
nigga,
go
is
to
that
validate, getting on my
Is
motherfucking
that
nerves.
important? When opinion is that important, nigga, you gotta validate it. If it's a life change, if this motherfucker can create an opinion that changes your life, you damn sure better have the motherfucking due diligence to make sure it's a valid one. You better make sure, dog, and that's what I do. Cause I don't, dog, I can't
But
tell
the
you.
message got to
your
be
hurt,
given
my
some
nigga.
grace by the messenger, though. Somebody once told me the message is definitely given a lot of grace by the. Somebody told me that. So I ain't saying 100% grace.
question.
I'm not saying no challenge, but some
No
motherfucking
question.
grace,
You
nigga, to the messenger.
you
Like,
don't think I give you grace on a lot of shit you say? You don't think I be like, yeah, son, I get that.
man, you.
But I do challenge you
Okay,
when I want to challenge
what all
you.
happened before we get to that point?
No, it's a lot of, man, come on, man. He not being real. We
That's
talking
what
on the
I'm saying. That's
phone
what I'm
down
saying.
every day for 2 or 3 hours without this type of contention. Like,
Yeah, man, you know
what
what's
I'm
crazy the
saying?
whole
Like-
time? That's because I knew it was gonna be like this in the podcast. I purposely didn't say that. I said, if I really let this nigga know what I'm gonna say and how I feel, he ain't gonna let me get on the podcast.
No, I wanted.
No,
like,
I
that
know,
was the
I
whole
know.
purpose of this
Yeah, I'm
conversation.
pussy funny, but I was definitely thinking about that. I was definitely holding shit in.
I think this what makes it. I think me and your father and son relationship is more common than we think. Like I think it's a lot of young niggas sitting in some jail cell right now, probably not ever even getting out, man. And really, really, really knowing they in there, man, because they daddies failed them, my nigga. Like I sat in that motherfucking nigga and knew I failed, nigga. I failed. I knew I failed, nigga. I didn't know, nigga, there was no examples on what's the opposite of failure. Like there was no example, nigga. I was a whole thug ass street, nigga. All I know, nigga, all this shit these niggas talk about, nigga, that was my life, my nigga. Like that was my life, my nigga. Like I didn't even know nothing else. I couldn't even fathom imagining nothing else. Like there's nothing else for black people. We gangsters, nigga. What type of gangster you gonna be? That was all I knew, nigga. And I promise you, nigga, by the time I had you, I wanted to raise a gangster. I wanted to make a gangster. That's why I had it with your mama, nigga. I wanted a gangster. Like, nigga, I didn't want no motherfucking successful entrepreneurial businessman, nigga. That's how lost I was. I wanted a gangster, nigga. Me and my son gonna
I know,
blast
and
you,
then
bitch ass
and
niggas.
then you made
Like,
one,
no,
and
like,
then you made one, and
you
while I was out there
understand my
growing on my
state of
own, you
loss.
evolved into
My
that
state of
businessman,
loss.
but you came
Yeah.
home to the gangster that you
But
wanted
see,
to
you
create.
gotta understand too, dog. Like me and your
crazy.
relationship, me and you weren't in tune because me and your mama weren't in tune. But so it was like I was getting from you the educational sense. I'm getting your honor roll shit. I'm getting your scholar shit. I'm getting your good pictures with your haircut and you saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. I'm not knowing you a thug till I get out, nigga.
How you not notice your whole intention was to make a gangster? You thought I wasn't gonna be that
No,
because you ain't mowed that
my
and
whole
shit.
intentions prior to jail. When I got to jail, I said, "Oh no, fuck that shit. Fuck this gangster shit. You got me fucked up. This gangster shit. I'd be damned if I send my son through this." Like, nigga, that was my whole thing. Like, and I promise you, dog. I swear to God, man, if this nigga Norm was here to tell you, nigga, we sat in that motherfucking cell. I said, dog, because I used to talk to you, dog, and you used to be like, man, mama told me, man, when y'all tortured that nigga, and I'd be like, why the fuck did she tell this nigga? I said, this is stories.
And that shit, I went right
said,
trying to live that shit
This nigga
because
stories. Like, this what the nigga
and that
gonna
ties
think
into
I
pop,
am,
and that ties into how easy because it would have been harder for you, but your relationship with your pops, I'm something different.
Yeah.
It didn't take that much, and the fact that you thought it did, it was the
It
bad
didn't.
thing.
And
Because,
it
because you got to
surprised me.
think. Because you got to think, pop.
But you was always
Everything
in,
you
like,
just
the best
said.
behavior. You was like
Listen,
the little chubby, cute little sweet
listen.
kid coming to see me, dog. And
I was that. I was that.
Man, I got out that motherfucker. This nigga's a whole killer. Like, oh my God, this nigga whole meaty bone
But
boy
pop,
too, man.
but pop, look, man.
Dog, niggas was telling me like, man, yeah, your son just shot a nigga.
Pop, look though, look on
Dog,
some
that
real
shit
shit.
was crazy
Pop, look, man.
to live that shit over, dog.
Like,
And to know what you was finna go through, my nigga.
like Pop, look, and when I say it was just that easy, because ain't nothing. Listen, nothing else except what I'm telling you could have deterred me. Come on, Pop. If everything else didn't, if I'm telling you this one, and I'm telling you because the only motherfucker, dog, that I would have, Pop, the only, you gotta think, Pop. At this time when you hit me in my chest, Pop, you know what I was doing in the streets?
And it's unfortunate,
You gotta
man.
think that, Pop. You gotta
and
think
I
when you was hitting me.
apologize, man. Let me say this, son. I apologize, man, if I couldn't be what I needed to be, man. But I promise you, son, man, I swore up and down, man. I swore up and down like there was no better, nigga. I got out, nigga, created a multi-million-dollar business, nigga. You sitting in offices, you got memberships to gym, like nigga, you like. And I know
we still ain't went
I
ice
didn't know that
fishing.
wasn't enough.
We still ain't went
I
fishing.
know. I didn't know that was enough. I'm thinking like, cause to me, my whole purpose was to create this nigga a different story. To low, like
let me
nigga,
tell
it's
you
not
this.
criminal. It's not
Any
gangster.
father,
It's not
any other
thug.
father that's listening, hear this. And I told somebody this in group before, and I'm like, cause I was the boy without the father. Cause he was like, man, I'm gonna go home and we gonna be into it. I don't know how he gonna this. I said, man, listen, dog. And I'm telling you this. When the father and anybody that ain't got their dad gonna know, the niggas try to act tough or whatever. But the truth of the matter is this shit, man. You left when I was 1. All right. Do you understand that just the part of me that's you that I get from you is forever stuck in this infancy, nigga, the whole time? So when you went home and came back, you understand it was some shit that you had to approach. It was some infant inside of that 15-year-old that you had to touch.
Yeah. What's
It was
crazy?
some infant nigga that didn't get touched.
What's crazy, and you gonna think this sound crazy when I say it, but this is my reality. That's why I'm fucking with you now because I think it's some 15-year-old nigga I got.
Oh yeah, but see, but
I think it's a 15-year-old nigga I gotta touch.
But
my
it
nigga.
ain't 15 because I just learned a lot of lessons since I've been home. I'm
Yeah,
probably
so it's
about
probably-
realistically in experience. I'm probably like 23.
Okay, so I'm
I'm like 23
realize,
right now, but at this
I
point,
gotta
but
realize, yeah.
but see, but the thing is, the 33-year-old me is God, and the 23-year-old me, and he in good damn hands.
And that's exactly
You
why
know what
we
I'm
can
saying? He
sit
in
here
good
and do
hands,
that.
and the
That's exactly why we can
33-year-old
sit
me
here.
know that there's still a 23-year-old there me. You know what I'm saying? So the 33-year-old is choosing what positions, what circumstances that he putting the 23-year-old in order to get the experience that he needs. You see what I'm saying?
And when did you come about that understanding?
It ain't nothing that I came about. Like right now, what I just expressed was something I always felt intuitively. I just got old enough to now find the words to express that shit. This is just the way I've always. I can't call it a feeling, but
So you
I
always knew you was ahead of your age.
I just been. I don't think that I was ahead of my. I won't say ahead of my age. I think that's how people define maturity or somebody that's mature than what they expect, because maybe the expectations low. Maybe the fuck I'm not, or I wasn't extremely mature. Maybe y'all expectations was just too, you know what I'm saying, mediocre. Maybe that's just what's the case. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that, Pop. I can't say that. The only thing I can say is that I always felt different. I always knew I was different. People always made sure that I got, you know what I'm saying, fucked over for being different. You know what I'm saying? And all of that type of shit. That's one thing I can say for sure. And now you should always say, he act like he been here before. I don't care what nobody say. He was here in another life. He been here before. I didn't know what that meant.
Let me ask you that question. Always being crucified because of your difference, because I can relate to that. Do you think that kind of like make you like appear normal or try to appear normal just so you don't
No, because
get punished for your exceptionalism?
No, because I feel like the worst crucifixion I ever felt came when I tried to be normal.
You feel that was worse than the consequence?
That was 1,000,000 times worse. That was the ultimate consequence. Like when you try to be, especially minimize what you is. Like, okay, like, you think it's gonna hurt worse putting your foot in a shoe that's 2 sizes too small or 2 sizes too big. So when you minimizing who you is, it's definitely worse than, you know what I'm saying, being crucified. No. But that's definitely gonna be far worse than being crucified for what you are. So a size smaller gonna always be more uncomfortable than the actual size you're supposed to wear. But being that you're wearing shoes in your size, you may get headed on because they're the flyest Jordans. You know what I'm saying? You might get some opposition based off wearing your shoe size. If you catch my, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would rather be crucified by me simply being who I am, because me being who I am, to be honest, I think that I experience crucifixions that only a person of my caliber can take. I know I didn't sink a quarter of what I've been through, overkill the next person. Like overkill them. Right? And I believe that, like, I had a point where, now this was stupid, but I ain't gonna say it was stupid because that's what I thought. Like, even when I went to the joint, like, the shit I did, like, it was only one crime I committed that was for me. Everything else I was doing something for somebody else. Sacrificing myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I loved these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't about no gangster shit. Anybody taught me how to be no gangster. You know what I'm saying? I just had a fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? And I had a crazy ass natural inclination to be able to indulge in these motherfucking inhumane behaviors, nigga, effectively. Like I have never been shot, Pop. And I'm so proud of that. Like I have never, and I was 15, so it was like that's how I was applying myself. And then the only thing that I had that was genuinely who I was my heart. But see, that part of me never been nurtured. That part of me never been accepted. That part of me never even been revealed to me. So I'm not even aware of the heart I got. And then you 15, you ain't operating off no logic. You just letting your heart follow you. And all I know is I just got this crazy strong love for every fucking thing that I choose to care about. And all I know is when I see something happen to somebody I love, I don't care. If like I used to love so deeply, dog, that if what I love died, I didn't see the value of my life no more. Like I was really felt like my life was never really for me. Like I really feel like you're not supposed to live for yourself. But to a certain degree, you're not. But I'm saying I was only that way when I was a short. That's only because that's what my heart was. And ain't nobody tell me, son, you feel this type of way because of this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody say this is how you balance your emotion, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some brain behind it because we men. You know what I'm saying? You got a single mama, and what they do? They don't guide, nigga. They nurture shit. Nigga, they don't come with solutions. Nigga, they nurture problems. They don't say, when you fall, what they say? They don't say, well, our mamas did, but you know, we different. You know what I'm saying? They nurture shit. They naturally inclined to nurturing shit. When a woman see a father disciplining their child, they let them that shit be hard in the motherfucker. I just watch this shit on social media, dog. A mother will jump in and be like, oh, or double back on but that's what they supposed to do. But when you take the counterbalance of that out the household, especially men, we ain't talking about fathers raising daughters, nigga. We talking about a woman trying to raise a man. You talking about a woman trying to raise the raiser of women.
So that means it's over with black folks, because that seemed to be the
Yeah, that's
norm.
all you got out of that. It's over with black folks. Man, I'm fucking with you, man.
I got exactly out of it what you thought I was getting into it. I just expanded this shit.
You got that too, though. You got
like,
that too.
damn, it's just because like I can't consider you overwood because that shit don't apply to you. But I can consider the point that you're making, like, because I can consider the point in which it did apply to you, which you was raised strictly by your mama, and which you was developed your ways by but I'm saying, like, that's damn near everybody now. That's damn near all niggas now. Like I think it's like only like what, a 17% motherfuckers getting raised by their daddies. Like, nigga, that's damn near 80-some% of motherfucking kids being raised by their mama.
Yeah, and most men, I feel like, shouldn't lead a women if they ain't been led by a man first.
You say that again?
I feel like most men shouldn't try to lead women if they ain't been led by a man first. So I think that's where the failure start.
So what the fuck they supposed to do about
because
that?
you heard what I just said.
87% of them motherfuckers been raised by women.
Like, and this is what I say when I just said that. I have never used that phrase before either. Like, how can a woman try to raise the raiser of women? Like, it's my responsibility as a man to be your protector, to be able to guide you. You know what I'm saying? If you do all this type of shit, and to even be able to consider your point of view.
Man, how you gonna teach a motherfucker how to raise you? Know what I'm saying? Basically, how you gonna teach a motherfucker how to raise you?
Right. And just by the grace, but I'm made what I'm constructed. And this is what the isolation for prison did for me. It removed me from my mama and my parents. So all of the shit that she taught me, it created separation. I was able to see the flaws and all of that shit.
That's exactly what it did.
So by the time I turned 18,
that's exactly what it did for me.
I was like, oh no. But I went through a phase where I was pissed. I was like, why the fuck would you teach me that shit? And I thought this shit. But just like I had to understand her, I had to understand you. And I forgave her. And I said, but now that I know, I got the responsibility. I got to lead this woman now as a man, not as her son. I understood the woman now. Like, okay, because the only thing you gave is what your parents gave you. Oh my God, I thought about my grandma. And I'm like, I can only speak because I know you love me. I know you would never give me nothing you know will harm me. But yet the shit you gave me was harmful as shit. So we can't.
You don't know. You don't know it was harmful. Right. You thought it was.
So we can't question your attention.
You thought it was good.
But
shit.
we definitely have to. But just because your intentions wasn't fucked up, don't mean that it makes any less. Like, it don't minimize the damage done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as a man, nigga, even with the relationship with my mom, I took responsibility. Hey, we ain't finna be popping this medication. We finna stop smoking this weed. I'm here to do these workout plans. Here we finna start studying God, because I knew what she needed as a woman. I knew exactly what to put in her life. And I also knew that she loved me and respected me enough that my leadership would be the only type of leadership that she would follow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I
had
to start.
Do it.
Yeah, and I did it strategically.
I seen you do it.
I did that shit strategically.
It looked strategic.
To you, they don't know.
It looked strategic.
They don't know.
It was strategic. Nigga, she was telling me, like, oh yeah. Nigga, she was telling me the strategy in it.
Like, once I seen the error, like, I felt like I was responsible for my mama. At that point, my mama was really no longer responsible for me. You know what I'm saying?
How old was you when you considered that?
I was freshly 19, or I think I was finna turn 19.
So 19, a lot of shit happened for you at 19.
When I turned
You named at
18,
least 3 things at 19.
it was because that was pivotal, because that's the same year I wrote you that letter. That's I keep saying this. The only reason why I remember my age is because of the letter I wrote you and you never responded. And this was the letter, Pop. Man, dog, you should have kept this letter, dog. That would have been one to read over. I know you won't got it, because I bet you don't remember it. Deasia was born. And I found out she was 6 months. Niecy told me, like, you got a baby sister. And I told Janelle, like, man, that was the reason I needed, because at 18, I'm trying to be a man. Ain't no more thug shit. Ain't no more gang. Ain't none of this. I'm realizing now that all the shit these people saying I am ain't who I am, because I never felt like none of this. I felt all of the shit was wrong when I was doing it. I felt sorry for him, but I still popped the shit out of him.
Yeah,
You know, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm reaching the honesty with myself.
Yeah,
so I'm knowing
talk.
I'm not this.
Yeah.
But if I'm not that, what the fuck am I? Now I know what I'm not, and I know who I want to be. But I'm not the person they saying I am, and I know for them, so I'm not the person that I want to be just yet. So who the fuck am I at this point? So I wrote you. Man, I never forget this letter, Pop. I said, Pop, listen, man, we ain't finna talk about who was right, who was wrong. I said, dog, we gonna call this shit a stalemate. I said, Pop, dog, I need you. I said, dog, I don't know how the fuck to become a man. But I know everything inside of me was growing into a man, dog. But I didn't know what the fuck was happening inside of me, dog. And I couldn't catch it. But I knew it was some man shit, but I couldn't catch it. I'm like, this the only motherfucker gonna be able to get it. And I'm like, man, fuck pride, fuck everything. I'm like, I'm finna write this nigga and submit. Like, man, listen, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck who right, who, or fuck all of this. Pop, listen, nigga. I'm becoming a man, dog. And I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling right now. I'm like, and I know, like, and that was when I started first becoming my own creation. But I'm like, dog, it was so much of me I didn't get. Like, this is the first time I realized I was not GP. Like, I was not everything that these people didn't condition me to be. Like, I have just realized I was not none of this. Why I've always suffered. This is how it was so easy for me to do this shit, because I never really felt right anyway. I never felt like I was abandoning who I really was for something else. I never really ever felt that to begin with, dog. I never felt like me. You see what I'm saying? By me looking like that, you're gonna make me cry, dog. Why you looking at me like that, man?
I'm listening to you.
So she made me forget.
But you were saying, so you wrote the letter and shit.
So I just was like, fuck it. And like I told you, like, I start favoring my growth. Like, I knew it was best for me. So if it required me to say fuck my pride, submit to my pop, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just knew I needed to be better. And I was so dedicated to be better that I was willing to do anything to be better, even if it meant going against my own so-called principles, because I know that these principles ain't valid if it go against anything that's best for me. So I knew I can unconditionally submit to my growth. And that's what allowed me to get on that phone crying, to write you that letter, to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I became that way. Because I knew I just needed to be better, dog. And I wasn't going to be better, dog, without honesty and humility. Like, and I knew the first motherfucker I had to start opposing, I can't even say was myself, but I had to start opposing this motherfucker that they convinced me was me. The first thing I realized was like, why am I so quick to trust my own mind when it was me that brain fucked myself into doing all this stupid slide shot dude? I was really supposed to just whoop his ass. And I said, you know what, this bitch ass nigga think is sweet. I'm gonna shoot him. Then I said, I ain't gonna shoot him, I'm gonna kill him. I said, no, I ain't gonna kill him, I'm gonna overkill this nigga. Like, that's how we think about shit. And we just think our way into extreme. Like, dog, we just make a situation extreme because you would sit there and chew on shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, dog. And that's exactly what I did. And I said, I ain't gonna over. And this is what I told myself, Pop. This was so crazy. I said, nigga, Pop, I don't know if you ever read the paperwork, but I told him to get on his knees. I ain't want him to run, dog. I told myself this, dog. I said, I'm gonna shoot him all 10 times in his face. And I said, if I go to sleep, dog, and I don't wake up and I can have a peaceful sleep after seeing this nigga looking, don't try to do it like no bitch or nothing. Look at this man in his face and put this whole clip. But I said, if you sleep good, I said, you the gangster you think you is. Man, I'm so blessed that nigga ran, man, and I couldn't aim. And I only hit him like that, man. By the grace of God, I would never seen the light of day again if I would have overkilled that boy like that. Probably would have gave me life if I would have dead him like that. And it was so fucked up. I was 15 and he was 15 years old too. That's what's crazy about that shit.
Crazy. What's even more crazy about it, like, it's not even weird to me, my nigga.
It ain't weird to me either.
Like, that's what's crazy about this shit. Like, dog, and to me, like, that's how I look at my life now. Like, because I still, like, dog, I still fear that shit. Like, I promise you, dog, I still fear that. Like, that's my number one, like, whole guard. That's what I'm defending. that, going back into that, my nigga. That's my whole defense. That's why, nigga, even daddy shit or none of that shit don't mean nothing to me. My
That's
whole
crazy,
shit is
Pop.
not to be that shit no more. Cause I know if I got a chance at being a better daddy, a better anything, it's gonna come. The moment I leave that shit alone, I'm talking about just not physically, I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, dog. And I promise you, dog, like even doing these pods, dog, like it's hard as a motherfucker for me to do this shit. Like, dog, this like my therapy, like doing this shit, like, dog, because I know I'm saying shit that don't nobody expect me to say. I know I'm being something that I want to be that no one expects me to be. So I know when them niggas say, like, what the fuck media talking about? This nigga talking to American shit, some Trump shit. I know it's me being me, dog. I know it's me confirming, like, dog, you finally being what you want to be, dog. You finally being who you made to be, dog. Like, this the type of nigga, if you gonna be a soldier, dog, be a soldier for something that's significant, my nigga. Like, cause you can't get rid of being a soldier, dog. We can't get away from that, my nigga. Like we just was talking earlier, like we watch all the Vikings movies, all this shit. Like
No,
that's our fucking energy, my nigga. We are alphas.
But I see God in that though.
Man, it's great God. That's all it is.
So
God in that
so it ain't
That's
nothing
all it
weird
is
because
God in
like I
that.
told you earlier, man.
It ain't no weird. It's just heavy.
Pop, this is what I exactly.
It's heavy.
What it's God's way. Why wouldn't it be?
No other way. No other reason for it not to be.
Why in the fuck you think? Why you think? What you, man, God is designed that way for a reason, and this is why I say I see God in it because this is my understanding. I ain't saying this because I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying, but dog, I have not seen anything that existed and sustained in this world that operated outside of God's guidelines, and He allowed it to keep happening. Now I'm talking about even the existence of, you can say the devil, and devil did shit ain't, no, I'm saying even, you can even say how God responsible for his ass too. So it's like, dog, so everything that's happened, then not only that, look at the results of a thing. Like if you want to say something right or wrong, don't judge it based off what your morals is, what your customs are, based on how uncomfortable it is. That ain't how I gauge right or wrong. I gauge right or wrong by what work and what simply don't fucking work. So if you sitting here got some goals and some type of vision you talking about, but all the shit you saying ain't getting you the results you get, guess what? Guess what? The shit is not effective, so therefore it is not logical, and you shouldn't be trying to argue that shit in a logical standpoint because the results are illogical.
Man, listen.
So
I
and like
agree, dog. Like,
and as far as
son,
the
you
coon
wanna
shit,
know, like everything I'm
like-
talking about, son, like everything, every
like-
position I'm standing on is that what you very much said.
yeah, but
Like,
but I think your
in which
approach
I'm
be off-putting though.
standing on. My approach
but
has
you
always
always
been
favor
terrible.
one side too heavy. That's what you do
motherfucking
because
approach,
I'm not wearing.
I have never been a good approacher.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you that. My approach is always too aggressive, too like, nigga, before we go on vacation, motherfuckers gotta warn me, meaty, no politics.
That's crazy. They can't have me on speakerphone.
Right, my approach is
The people can't have
always
me on speaker.
crazy, because I don't see no reason when we talking about this bullshit like we ain't got problems as a black people. I don't see, like, why we just gonna just drink and party like this ain't a problem? like we gotta, like, you just on vacation with black people, dog, and motherfucker get a phone call like, oh, your daughter house just got shut up. And motherfuckers just keep going like, oh, I told her stupid ass, start having them niggas over there. Like, you don't think that's a problem? Like, dog, like, it's just, oh, man, I just wish I could just, can articulate shit in just like an hour podcast. Because if I could just really just like express to you people what I really think of like what's wrong. Because this the thing to me about black people. Like, we never look at shit through multi-dimensions. Like, we look at cause in only one dimension, only through one layer. We don't look at, we never dig into the why. I don't know, just talking about black people, this people in general. Like, we never look into the why of a thing. Like, a nigga never go into the why of a thing, and that's just in terms of cause. So when you dealing with a fact, and this is when I'm specifically talking about black people. Black people never look at multi-layers of effect. So when black folks see slavery, that's all they see is, okay, it led to us killing, robbing, and shit. They're not even looking to the multi-layers of effect. They're not even looking to, okay, us becoming stealers and robbers, what does this cause? What does this cause? Then they're not even looking to the multi-layer of cause. Like, how the fuck we even become slaves?
And if you don't
Like,
look at it
what
from
was
that
fucked up about us that even allow us to be the victims of this type of shit?
And if you look at it and don't see that, you will never get the full benefit of it.
So you will always be enslaved, my nigga. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy about it now is it's voluntarily.
And then now the shit is over. So listen, if something bad, like you look at it right now. I'm the product of everything I'm finna say right now. If something bad happened to me in my past, ain't nothing I can do about it, whether it was right, wrong, fair, or not. I'm going to make this shit count for something, especially if it cost me. I got to get something out this shit. And I know in order to get somebody, I got to do some research on this shit. I got to peel some layers off this shit. I got to look at it from what you say? Multiple effects. I got to look at multiple layers. And I'm going to do it because I'm finna benefit from this shit. And if you just so happen to start peeling them layers off shit, you will see a lot of benefits, whereas you thought they didn't exist.
We don't know
whereas you thought they didn't exist.
Yeah, we don't know how to critically think. And then what's so crazy about that? Like everybody feel like that. Like this is what's so moronic about all this shit to me, dog. Like this would make me consider people morons. It's because everybody's saying the same shit, but ain't nobody meaning it. Like this is the whole thing. Like, dog, I get up here and hear these people like just talking. Like, man, black folk this, black folk America this, America that, fathers this, mothers this, child's this, kids this. Like, dog, ain't nobody asking why. My nigga, like everybody want to be right with what's wrong. Don't nobody want to right the wrong. Everybody just want to say, nigga, I'm the most right about what's wrong. I have the best explanation of what's wrong. Don't nobody want to fix it though. Once niggas can prove to you,
everybody want to diagnose but not resolve.
Yeah, they don't know. That's it. That's all, man.
I hate that.
Man,
because I don't want to talk. If I ain't got the solution, I don't want to talk. And if I got the solution, I don't want to. And that's my problem, though. I had this problem with women.
Hey, Papa, I had this problem. Let me say this right quick before you say it. Or at least our talk is trying to reach a solution.
Yeah, exactly.
Our talk gotta be
but
trying
that
to
been
reach
my
a
problem
solution.
with like women, like because you know they just want to talk
they just
sometimes.
wanna complain.
You can't bring a problem to me though, because the moment you say it's a problem, I'm figuring out every possible way I'm finna solve this motherfucker. Like you like, yeah, babe. I'm like, okay, babe, this is what I got. Look, if you take this out and do this and do it like this, we can prevent this from ever happening again. We can be doing this like this. If you rely on this, it's like, well, babe, I just want somebody to talk to. We're like, well, god damn it. Well, I'm a solution-based motherfucker. Like, I cannot find. I gotta seek the solution. I gotta peel the layers off this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to if you want to benefit from it. It ain't about minimizing what somebody did to you or not, man. It's about your own benefit and making sure you get the most out of the shit you. Man, ain't no motherfucking way I'm leaving America. Bro, ain't no motherfucking way I'm not finna build my empire based off the same shit. I done bled and lost years of my life. This is my shit.
Man.
This my shit. America, my shit.
Our
and
country,
if you think
yo.
you black, dog, and not American, nigga, it don't get no more American than black. It don't get no more. And the only reason
Especially
why
a foundational black American.
Yeah, and the only reason why
Especially
y'all ain't getting the
foundational.
it's crazy how certain people can mimic the shit we do as black people and benefit more from it than we can. And the reason
They plants.
but the reason why we ain't even getting the most benefit out of our shit simply because what you say, Pop? You ain't know I was gonna put you on the blast. You was sucking on that motherfucking back. You ain't know. Yeah, that type of shit happened.
If you remind me, I'll pull it up.
Pop, I swear to God, I swear to God, I put on you because I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm trying to throw it up on you. I swear.
What you said? I'll pull it out.
It was gonna be some cold shit too. But as soon as you hit me, I know I was gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you caught me vaping, man.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. Like, you get the, like, I was talking about how it don't get no more American than black. Like,
yeah, not at all.
It don't. But if they understood that, then we would start actually getting the benefits of our blackness. But you can't separate the blackness from American.
Dog,
you can't separate American and black.
When we upload this shit, when we upload this shit, just from this last part, your whole podcast, your whole broadcast has been good. But this last part you just said,
like,
they finna put pictures in the comments on your shit. You finna be Samuel Jackson.
On your page?
You finna be on your
page. Now, I got no page. I ain't gonna see it.
Clips. I'm sending that shit to your page.
I see it. But look, the thing is this. But
they finna put Samuel L. Jackson on your shit on Django.
I don't even. Oh, that's why I ain't even seen that movie. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I've been in this jail 16 years. All the shit you send me, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna even be affected. I don't even know what this shit is. I ain't never seen Django because we couldn't get rated R movies in the joint. So I ain't never seen Django. I still ain't seen Django. I don't know about none of this. So,
but it's the weirdest thing in the world.
But the reason why I say that, like you can't separate black from being American. Like, make no mistake though, dog. It's some shit in this country we got to address between black people, white people, however you want to define this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, a race war started right now, man. Y'all know how I'm rocking. Make no mistake, I'm super American. Make no motherfucking mistake. Y'all know who I'm aiming at. I'm right with my niggas. Like I fuck like that, but the thing is, it's bigger than just that though, because it's the shit that's happening internally, domestically. But you got to understand that this is happening inside of America, and America as a whole is all of our shit. That's just like we are family, but we got little internal problems within our family. We're gonna work out, but that don't. Because the moment you lose the fact that we family,
We in
we're
trouble.
all doomed,
We
motherfucker.
doomed. And
Even
that's
your
what I've been
position get
saying.
worse like that. Even
That's
your
what I've been
position get
saying.
worse
That's
with
what I'm
that
telling
perspective.
these fools. I'm like, why y'all keep asking for Iran to win like they not gonna blow y'all
Like, man,
up?
listen, dog.
Like they not gonna blow y'all up,
Listen,
motherfucker. Like
right
y'all
now,
crazy?
the craziest shit to me, this before I even developed this, and this was in 2010. Look, in 2010, they were saying, if like we get raided by Russia or something, they gonna start killing inmates because they think we a side. I said, why in the fuck would I do some whole ass shit like that? Like, make no mistake, I'm pissed off at y'all. I want to kill some judges and everything. I'm in this penitentiary. Ain't no way y'all tried me as an adult when I was 15. I ain't never did no time before this or nothing. Like what? But make no mistake, a foreign motherfucker that came in this, man. Listen, man, you crazy in the
can't no
bitch.
Chinese motherfucker
Listen,
come
man,
over here
hold
and
on. I'm gonna get down on y'all over here. But when they come, we gonna team up and fuck them up. Get them out of here. Then we gonna go back to with the shit we got going on.
I might fuck my
You
people
know what I'm
up
saying?
afterwards, but right
Yeah.
now we on your ass.
Yeah,
Nigga.
I'm not saying
Right now, and I'm telling you, dog. I think the only salvation in America is that, son. Like we talked about earlier, like yesterday when you came over. Like that's our only salvation, man. Is that real alpha black men, and I'm talking specifically because the alpha white man ain't never lost their focus. It's the alpha black man because we've been imprisoned with the liberals. Bill Clinton created the law that locked all our ass up in the 90s.
I know,
forever.
and they tried to call him
know
the
what
first
I'm
black
saying?
president.
You know what
He
I'm
was the one
saying?
that was signing all the bills that
And
was smoking us.
the same time that Mark did that, he cut W-2 and made them women work and send their kids to daycare. So at the same time, he dislocated the fathers and made the women the fathers. Like at the same time, this how cold these liberals is, my nigga. Like right now, we living in the matriarch culture, black people. That's why we can't get nowhere. That's why every nigga send back to them, oh, women and shit. We ragging on women. Man, have you ever seen a motherfucking, man, I don't even want to say this, but listen, I've been out of jail since 07. I done fuck with a lot of professional boss-ass black women. And suffice it to say, these motherfuckers ain't shit, my nigga. They ain't shit, dog. They don't have no need for no nigga. They don't have no need for none of that shit.
Man, Pop, you know what's listen, man.
They ain't shit, my nigga. I promise you they ain't.
And
And they all the same. That's the funny thing about it. They all the same. And you gonna admit that to me one day. You're gonna be like, oh man, I thought this motherfucker's gonna be different. Like how you telling me about the new person you met. When you meet 2 more, 3 more of her like that, you're gonna be like, oh, these motherfuckers all this. I tell my girl, I'm like, man, y'all all the same. Once y'all professional, once y'all making 6 figures, 7 figures, y'all all the same. Y'all all talking about what y'all ain't gonna do till a real nigga come in this motherfucker. You gonna cook. You gonna do clean.
yeah, see, that's what I was finna say, Pop.
Till a real nigga come around.
See, it's hard for
you
me
gonna
to
do what
talk
you wanna
about
do.
women because my experience with them ain't
Yeah,
been with
but
like
how many of us like that though?
Yeah, I know. So I can't. I only can speak from my experience. So like the shit you saying, like I can entertain it, but I ain't been out long enough to like.
Yeah, I
get
know that ain't your experience.
objective experience. I only got my experience at this point right
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
And I ain't met a woman that,
Man, they crazy.
see, I ain't met a woman that ain't submitted to me. I ain't met that.
Because that's they desire.
Yeah, see, I
They
ain't
whole
see, but
desire, son. Like they won't. Like it ain't never no man.
But let me
I
say
promise you.
submission though, because the way we define
Yeah.
shit so fucked up. So when you hear submission, that's why women buck, because they think submission mean being subservient, being a slave, being your insubordinate. That ain't what the fuck that mean.
What it mean to
Woman, how you going? You cannot say you not gonna submit to me, but want me to lead you. You can't even say that shit in the same
But what
breath.
if she tell you ain't even qualified to lead her?
If I'm not qualified to lead her, I can't say that I am, because I don't know where she's trying to go.
saying, what if
Then
she say
if she said that, then hey, I can't tell you, bitch. I can't tell you where you trying to get to. I know where I'm going, and if it ain't the same place, I can't tell you that it is. But I don't feel like you minimize me by saying that. It just means, bitch, we simply don't mix, and I understand that. You simply meant to go here. I'm simply meant to go here. This ain't what it is. But that's why we dated, we fucked, and we figured out this ain't what it is. We're gonna keep it moving. So I'm not moved by that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be moved by that at all, Pop. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with submission, like when because we attach connotations to words based off how we experience them, right? Just like the same way we usually get love, we usually give it the way in which it was given to us. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same way with women. It's the same way with people, period. So when you hear submission and it been all these negative connotations attached to it, the moment I tell a woman submit to me, she's like, bitch ass nigga, no, we saying we ain't equal. We saying, no, I'm not. I'm saying we are equal. I'm just in importance. Yeah, we are fucking equal. Yeah, we 50-50, all that shit. But my 50% and your 50% ain't defined the same for motherfucking show. For a motherfucking show. It's 50-50, but my 50 and your 50 don't look the same. They weigh up the same on the scale, but they definitely don't fucking look the same. You know what I'm saying? For a
Guys,
motherfucking
let
show.
me tell you, this
You know what
is
I'm
a
saying?
long pause, and I really hear some energy for what he touching on. Too much energy. This shit got to end at some point.
Yeah. Okay. Just the last part though, because what I was saying about the women submitting, define submission. Like, and I do this purposely to women, right? Like, I'm like, you got to submit. Like right now, and I give it to them raw. I don't try to soften it up now because I just got to see out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you like in a woman? Compliance, unconditional submission. I ain't submit to no nigga. I said, why in the fuck wouldn't you? If you see a man that you know, and I said this to a motherfucker that know me, know, I'm like, I have proven to be a person that will forever be in your best interest. I will never lead you nowhere wrong. I will never want you nowhere wrong or none of that. So why wouldn't you? If anybody in this world, why not this person? You will submit to.
Because she can't trust you.
It's because her understanding of what submission means is fucked up out the gate. And then I got to tell her what submission means to me. I said, first of all, you understand that submission is something I can't take from you? You understand that? You understand the moment I take it, it is no longer considered submission?
Right. It's considered
To
control.
me, you not understanding why I praise it so much? Because I love being able to tap into you and make you relinquish shit that I know you wouldn't relinquish to nobody else. I love that. Because it only matter if you give it to me. That's the fucking score right there. Like, I got you to let go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want you to submit to me, but just because I say it like that don't mean I'm not finna earn that shit. But make no mistake, that's what the fuck I'm working for. You know what I'm saying? While I'm putting this work in, know exactly what I'm looking for in return. Fucking submission. But I'm gonna show it to you. So that way that when I show it to you, in the moment you buck up with me verbally when I've been showing you something, that's gonna give me the right to get all the way on your ass.
Before we end
I
this,
just showed
let
you.
me give some to that. Before we end this, let me play a little devil advocate. What is she submitting to?
Leadership.
I'm saying, what leadership look like to her?
That's it. I don't know what it looked like.
Do you
No,
think
no,
a
no.
woman
No,
should submit without knowing what she's submitting to?
No, that's what I just said. Before you cut me off, before you asked me, I said, once I show it, now I got the right to, once you verbally oppose something I didn't show your ass, I got the right to get on your ass. Cause it's about the words no more. I didn't show this
So
shit.
they don't
to
have
you.
to submit out the gate. They just
No,
after
it's an
you
earning
prove 'em.
process.
After you prove, so
It's an earning process.
So you gotta earn a bit submission.
Otherwise, it's not submission. At that point, it's not submission. If you taking it,
Well, no, not
it's
take
not
it,
submission.
Not just that she should simply give it.
No, because if she give it simply, that ain't unconditional submission. Unconditional submission can't even be given simply. That's something too deep and too complex to even be handed over simply.
So
Because
that's what you find out. That's what you think the problem is.
no, I don't necessarily think
That's
it's
a bar too. You just barred. You just barred. I know you want to. I know you want to go on that one.
Because you said, what the fuck you say, Pop, about the female job?
I said, because she gave you submission.
Yeah. You know, so what if she give it to you easily? And I said it's impossible because you got to think, unconditioned submission. You never done that. If you ever gave unconditional submission, bitch, me and you wouldn't be having this conversation. I wouldn't be asking you for it if you unconditionally submitted to any man. Unconditional submission. You see what I'm talking about? Unconditional submission. Not saying I trust you. I'm talking about like trust. You see what I'm saying? And for a woman to even learn how to do that is a process.
I find it.
That's a process, Pop. So like even when a woman, because the thing really ain't, submission ain't got no like level, like no finish line.
I find it to be the easiest thing to acquire.
Yeah. Because I think submission happens the moment they say I'm open to it. Because after that, that's all really submission is. It's letting me in. Because after that, you learning how to submit is going to be a lifelong process while we're together. So this is something you cannot hand over simply because this is something that don't even have an ending, to be honest with you. This, just like our love and our respect and our communication, your submission is part of that category. It's gonna have to grow. Our understanding of it's gonna have to continue to grow as we all of that type of shit. So if you able to hand me over something simply, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it damn so ain't unconditional submission.
What's crazy, dog? With you saying that when this went through my mind. When we was talking downstairs, this is why I could never been with your mama no more. Because I know I
knew why already.
I could never get her unconditioned submission. This when I knew that was a requirement of mine when I got locked up. I knew that was absolute. I knew that was an absolute. There is nowhere in the world. No, there's absolutely nowhere in the world I can be with a woman and not be in leadership. Like I don't even know why that makes sense to anybody else to even consider another option. Like
no, it makes sense because if people honest with themselves, a lot of these motherfuckers ain't qualified.
Yeah, I
to lead.
understand that, but I'm just saying it from the sense that I can't even understand why these niggas not qualified. You know what I'm
Because when
saying?
we talk about leadership as our men, Pop, I really feel like our first and foremost responsibility is to lead your younger men before even the women. I think the women in general, I ain't saying a woman in your specific household if you got a woman in your household. I'm not saying it come before that. Because like I just said, a lot of men ain't naturally born in a position or even with the capabilities to lead if they ain't been led by other men. So they need to be led too. So then women can follow them and they can lead women. It ain't that they can't be leaders
So
if they're
how
not
did you
born,
manage?
but they have to lead.
How did you
They have
manage
to
to be a leader? Then
Pop, listen, man. You manage to be a leader when somebody choose to follow you.
no, I'm asking you
That
like you said, you
that's
can't
how the
get it.
first when
You need another man
I became
to
a
get
leader,
it.
Pop. Listen, I became a leader the moment I started being followed. Like that was nothing I couldn't even put on myself. That's
I
why I
think that
can't
would
even answer
apply
that.
to every leader.
Exactly, exactly. That's why I couldn't answer that question. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I couldn't answer that question because you can't sit here and say I'm a leader. No, you don't even get to really choose that. Only thing I can do is be me, and you may look at me and say I'm going somewhere you want to go already, and I know how to get there and you don't. I'm a better navigator, or I'm farther along in the journey, or I'm more capable, or I got better eyes. It may be something that qualify me. But I know first and foremost, I'm just naturally going. That's why I just said when a woman say you ain't for me, hey, say less.
Well, let me
I
give you
can
an
fuck with
example
that
before we end this because I like this subject.
because
And
leader
I
cause
want to
like
touch on it a little
following
bit.
ain't forced either. You know what I'm saying? A person see you going somewhere they already want to go and they voluntarily get in with you.
What if somebody already there?
That's even better.
What if somebody already where they want to be? Say, for instance, somebody already got all they shit in order, but you don't. But you come in and still want to lead. How do you make that happen?
But who said I wouldn't?
No, I'm just no, this hypothetical. This hypothetical. This ain't you.
Because I
This a
don't define.
hypothetical.
It's hard because I don't define leadership like that. I don't define her being established, whether it's financially, economically, or not. I don't feel like that make her the leader. I feel like men fuck up when they base leadership off of those things.
See,
I could be.
that's what
You know what
I
I'm saying?
wanted
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They
That's
base it
what I
off of
wanted you to
those
get to.
things, and that's what's so fucked up, and that's why the women here fucked up because now if you don't got these things, they don't see you as a leader because they think leadership only happen in the category of economics, and it don't.
Well, tell me where it happened.
It don't because say for instance, right? I got a son with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Say I knock this broad up. Say the same broad you just said this where she want to be in life, and I want to lead. I knock her up and have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happened, Pop? Guess who take that leadership role?
Shit, you better hope you better hope she allow you to be. You better hope.
Oh, if you hoping,
These type of women I'm talking about, nigga, they'll tell you I don't need you.
yeah, but see, I told you
And
we
they'll
talking
put
about
your ass
yeah.
in court, nigga, how you send that kid every weekend.
Yeah. See, I ain't had that experience, and if you a man that and a broad able to tell you that, you probably ain't got no right having no motherfucking sons. You probably ain't got no right having no son with this motherfucker anyway. That means you need to do what the fuck I'm doing. Get your shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Because your kid gonna hear it wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You got going.
So you got to get your shit straight before you take a leadership. That was kind of like the question I was asking.
Yeah, but it
What if
depends
a
on where
bitch
you trying to go
got
to.
her shit together and the nigga ain't got his shit
It
together.
depends on where you trying to go.
Can he still expect to be a leadership? Because say, for instance, the nigga ain't got his shit together. The girl get dropped up. Let me give you a hypothetical.
Yeah, because I want
The
to. I
girl
need something
get popped
specific.
up. The girl get popped up. She got her shit together. They fall off for whatever reason. He didn't want no baby, whatever. But she got her shit together, and he ain't got his shit together. But he trying to get his shit together. But he on some shit, whatever he on. He trying to get his shit together, and she like, nah, nigga, until you get your shit together, you ain't fucking with your kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, what's that to you? Like, what that mean to you?
That's all type of shit in the word. Leader or not didn't enter none of the shit that
I mean, like, that's what I mean. Like, how do you lead a situation like that? How do you lead in a situation like that?
I think that if you a leader to begin with, you don't get put in situations like that. So that's why I just said he ain't had no business making all the decisions that he made. He only made them decisions and ended up in that situation because he wasn't a qualified leader anyway. Look where the fuck he just led himself. This man clearly ain't a qualified leader if he just led himself into this motherfucking situation. So of course the woman gonna be like, nigga, please. But see, when you a certain way, when you going somewhere, like even if you hit in the direction that this person already arrived at, right? Just in that direction, but they just arrived there first. And I know this about women. And they know you going there, they'll boss you up. They'll take you there. Now, depending on what woman you fuck with, you probably gonna hear a whole lot of shit. She'll probably acting like your mama. Might rub it all in your face, bring it back up, and all that type of good shit. Try to control you based on whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
I asked you that because I got this thing. Son. Since I've been out of prison, I got this thing of taking them type of bitches. Like, listen, on some for real shit.
I know what you're finna say.
I got this thing with that because I understand exactly what you say. I understand the impact of leadership, man versus women. I understand that. So when I got out that motherfucker, nigga, I looked in the world. The world was different to me. When I got locked up, nigga, the man was the lead. The man was having the money. The women was just like get on welfare, and the nigga was selling dope. But what the niggas did was they gave their girl game. So when they got popped, and then the government switched up to, oh, y'all got to go to college. This shit. The girls took the game like, oh shit, this nigga gave me game. I'm gonna get the daycare. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? And blew the fuck up. But I look at that like every woman that I met getting out, and I really experiment with this shit. I promise you, I really experiment with this shit. Like, let me see what type of woman that ain't susceptible. So, like, I will appear broke. You know what I'm saying? Just to exhibit leadership.
I just did it on purpose
leadership, my nigga.
to show you my stuff just without this shit.
Like, I would, like, just to show you, like, listen, like, I had motherfuckers, like, nigga, in my motherfucking room at Niecy house, like, making 7 figures. Like, you gonna sleep in the same motherfucking bed on the floor with me, and you gonna still rub my feet. You gonna get up in Niecy kitchen and cook something to eat with her hollering at you. You gonna do that. Because I know, dog, like, to me, like, dog, I think, like, the missing element, that's why I told you about the sleeping giant. It's alpha black men. I'm not talking about alpha white man, alpha nothing. I'm talking about alpha black man, dog. Like, they locked us all up, my nigga. They locked us all up. We getting out now. And the thing that's bothering me, my nigga, is we getting out this motherfucker misjudging everything that's going on. Like, we misjudging everything that's going on. We sitting back like, oh, this bitch. Oh, this nigga. Oh, this one. We supposed to be sitting back on, and this shit on for real shit. We supposed to be sitting back like, listen, man, I'm on empty. I got out this motherfucker on empty. Nigga, I did 13 years out of prison. Nigga, I got home the $500 release account. And I gave that shit to Raheem to go back to college with. I cashed my check at a motherfucking Arab store. Nigga, they took like $30 out that
I was with you.
I know. I gave that shit to
I was with you. You had your
Raheem.
prison ID.
Like, dog,
you had
I'm
your
so
prison.
proud of
You had your prison ID.
Yep, I had the
I remember that.
ID. I'm like, dog, you going to college. You say no motherfucker supporting you, the first kid in college. Take your ass there. When you get back, nigga, I'm gonna have a gym for you. I'm gonna have a job for you. I'm gonna have a gym. I had all that shit. I said, nigga, you gonna have the 3rd floor of the crib. If you want to fuck bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, to see niggas like do shit is like what niggas supposed to be on, dog. And when niggas doing trash, you supposed to treat that shit like trash. The same way you do with bitches. Even, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you 7-figure, you trash. You trash. You a lousy ass motherfucker. You 7 figures. You taking care of 33-year-old grown ass man. Your son, just because you wouldn't even let this nigga daddy play a part in his life. Like, you trash to me. Like, on some for real shit. Like, you trash. Like, these motherfuckers can't even accept leadership, my nigga.
Like, Pop, like, my thing is,
they can't even accept leadership. They think they smarter than us. They think they
like,
raw than us.
But, like, listen, like, one thing I want to touch on, you open up like men versus women. I don't agree with that. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we should have that mindset. I think that statement, men versus women, dog, is so responsible. You know what I'm saying, for the bigger gap that's been. And I didn't think the gap can get no bigger in the communication between men and women.
Talk.
You understand what I'm saying? But I don't see no verses because, like when you say alpha, I don't use those like terms and shit. But I get what you're saying. Or you can just say guys. Pop, I don't. The bitch, a woman ain't my competition, dog. A woman ain't enough to compete with me, dog.
Who else?
Like, Pop, there is no competition at all because there ain't no competition.
But if you had to name somebody that was down the street from you, it'll be a woman.
Pop,
it'll be a black woman.
Hear me out, Pop.
Damn sure ain't gonna be no nigga that's your competition.
Pop, hear me out. But they wouldn't be no competition because the only way it could be a competition is if I'm a participant in it. It can't be no competition with me if I'm not a participant in it. You can compete with me if you want to. You're going to be doing it by your motherfucking self. But if in my mind, if it don't even exist to me in my mind, that the competition is even, competition don't even exist in my mind. And the reason why I say that is this, Pop. I just told somebody this because everybody say me versus me. I just said twice. I just realized this. I think I posted that shit, dog. I said, I don't even go with me versus me no more. I said, because we don't understand that these little weak ass phrases we saying is so responsible because we take it and get it tatted or whatever, and we build whole lifestyles off these fucking phrases like competition, me versus, and it's so easy in America because capitalism, competition, all that shit go hand in hand. So we think that competition and challenge translate to growth and success and strength and shit like that. But see, it do to a certain degree. You see what I'm saying? It do to a certain degree. But Pop, what I'm telling you is this, man. It ain't no competition, dog. Because you talking about me versus me. when I just sat here and goddamn it told you, man, I just sat here and had to like create myself brick by brick. So my issue ain't been like my growth ain't been pop and challenging myself and me being versus myself. My greatest lessons in being who I am was learning how to coexist with myself and being a better teammate with myself, dog. That was the motherfucking challenge for me, learning how to become my own teammate, dog. That's not me versus fucking nothing. You see what I'm saying? And why I say a woman can't compete with me, Pop, you talking to an alpha. You say alpha, right?
I know they
No,
can't.
listen, but I don't use
That's
that term
my
because it just like minimize what I just say a man. When you dealing with a man, dog, I can never look at a woman except as a woman. You may be a piece of shit woman, a fucked up ass woman, dysfunctional ass woman, a woman that need, well, however the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But the way, just off my design, you just always gonna be a woman to me. And to me, like, you cannot compete. You cannot compete. And if you even tried to, like, hey, if I did entertain any competition with you, you will never be a worthy fucking competitor. Like, come on. Like, it's senseless for you to compete with me, and it's senseless for me to compete with you. For you, you will never fucking beat me.
So we shouldn't be competing
For
with
one,
each other. We should be really running the same race
exactly.
against them.
So for one, just on some shallow shit, because they try to challenge you based off on some man versus woman, I can be a man shit. So you ain't fucking with me at being no man, and then me, it'd be a fool for me
Matter of fact, you
to
ain't
do
got
the
no
same thing.
experience at being
Being
no
a
man
man.
to be trying to challenge me. You don't even know,
You know what
what
I'm saying?
being a man is like for you to be telling me I'm a bad
Like-
man. Like,
like-
you don't have
like-
no experience whatsoever at being a man to tell me I'm a bad man. Like,
Yeah.
for real shit. Like, who the fuck is you to tell
Yeah,
me I'm a bad man? That's like me telling you
yeah.
you a bad woman. I have no experience on being a woman.
And how
I just
you
know
gonna tell
ain't
me
shit
I'm a
to
bad
me.
man?
I just know you ain't shit
Even
to me.
according to your definition of what bad is, you ain't even had a good man.
Yeah.
So how you gonna tell me what bad is?
Oh, let's not do that.
Because you ain't even experienced what the good. So how you gonna tell me what's bad? And you ain't because that ain't what this
We
about.
most
What was
definitely
we talking
finna
about
end this.
though?
We not
What was we
finna
talking
talk
about? Because
about
I had
nothing
one
else.
last point on the other. So what was we just talking about though?
You was talking
Or
about
the
competing with
competition.
women, yeah.
So, like, it'd be fucked up for me to try to compete with women, right? Because I understand the purpose of a woman in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the purpose. Like, I know right now if I had any little bit of help, Pop.
Yeah, you supposed to be a teammate.
Pop,
You're a
listen,
teammate.
if I would have had a little bit of help from just abroad with a little, I ain't even asking for a lot at this point because y'all, they just ain't got shit, my nigga. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stop expecting so much. Just let me get one thing. And I even talk myself, if it was one thing you could get out of it, what would it be? If you
Hey,
had
what's
one thing you can work with, just one
What's crazy,
thing.
I hear it, and every time you call me and tell me about a new bitch you met, you like, well, Pop, she at least do this. Like, you looking
You
for
gotta
that
squeeze
one thing. Yeah, you got to squeeze value out of them.
Pop, I was just saying this today.
It's not even that. I don't wanna say that
Like his
about
woman today, right? Made me some coffee.
No, he had to
Right.
put this in the pot.
I had to
Yeah.
because it was the simplest shit. Like, you didn't know what that meant to me. Now I'm telling him about a coffee that I like, and she jumped right in like, "What's in it? Caramel, banana. Do you like that?" I'm thinking I'm putting her up on the flavor so she can try it. So man, we outside, me and my pops outside talking. Dog, she came and made a concoction to try to resemble what she heard me saying I liked. I didn't say I wanted no coffee. Didn't really want no damn coffee or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And she just took the initiative. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the one thing that I require from a lot of women I deal with, man, was
Take the initiative.
be considerate. Because if you just got that, it's so much more that can come from that. Like, you can appreciate me now once you be considerate. And I ain't saying like, and I'm not even saying reciprocation. I'm saying simple consideration. Like, when you coming up with all your ideas, just think like he might have one too. You don't even think that I might even have a fucking idea, let alone even think about what the idea would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even consider nothing about me. Like, you know, like, how would this make him feel if I like none of that type of shit? And then I know the moment I get to talking, you're gonna be like, because all these other niggas pussy, but you talking to a man that's comfortable with expressing himself. So I'm gonna express myself, but I'm resemble one of these pussy ass niggas. Then you're gonna realize I'm something completely different. Now you done turned me into something else because you disrespecting me. And now I don't see woman, child, man, and I just see a person disrespecting me. And now I gotta fight these homicidal tendencies and shit. All this weird ass shit. That's why ain't no woman, no competition to me. Because if we had to compete, the things I would have to do to a woman to win that competition are things I don't believe in doing to women. It's not that part of me is not even for a fucking woman.
I don't even see why
The part of me that you
how they can
competing with
compete. They
is
ain't built shit.
the shit I have that you compete with, the shit I got to protect you from other
Man,
motherfuckers.
I don't even see why. I don't even see why men got no business
Like-
competing with women because women ain't accomplished shit, my nigga.
Yeah,
Everything they
and we can't
is
just get on the
is
women, Pop. We gotta get on
benevolence
these
of
niggas.
man.
Listen, we gotta get on these women because I met a nigga in the joint, Pop.
Women have
Pop,
is that the
listen.
benevolence of man. Any job
For sure.
any job you hoes have, I want
sure.
to cut him off with
For
this.
sure.
Any job you hoes
For
have,
sure.
any fancy car you hoes
For
drive,
sure.
any privileges you hoes have, any
For
right
sure.
to vote you have, any of that shit you got. It's at the benevolence of man. Y'all right to choose over y'all body and everything. It's because man don't want to be no lousy ass slum niggas and take y'all shit. Because there's nothing y'all can do that can stop us from telling y'all this is what y'all gonna do. We just happen to be good enough people to say we're not doing fellow human beings like that. So I wish y'all stop hating on us and stop shitting on us, because everything y'all have is because we understand y'all and we respect y'all and love y'all and know how much y'all mean to us. Everything we allow y'all to have, I want you to understand this, because y'all ain't built shit. Y'all ain't went in no motherfucking jungles and built no bridges and died from malaria. Y'all ain't done none of that shit. Y'all ain't been on no motherfucking, building no motherfucking Sears Tower with no jacks just hanging from a string, walking down beams, 500, 1,300 feet in the air. Y'all ain't done none of this shit. Like, y'all get the luxury of it because y'all not our enemy. Yeah. Y'all not our competition. Y'all our people. Y'all our inspiration. Y'all what we do this shit for.
I was just finna say
so
that.
I don't even know why y'all not appreciating us. Like, y'all assaulting us and fuck. Like, we don't even know how to be men no more. Because we love and respect y'all so much, we don't even want to like feel like we disrespecting y'all. So we turn our man shit down. And then when we turn our man shit down, y'all get mad at us for not being manly. Like, we don't even know what the fuck to do, man. Get y'all shit together. Stop letting these liberal ass ideas, man, tell y'all, this feminist shit tell y'all that y'all men, y'all not men. The whole feminist movement was based on y'all women showing us that y'all can be of greater value to us, not more valuable than us. Because God gave us authority of this motherfucker. He never said women and men. He said men have authority over this motherfucker. Like, man, just respect that, and then life would be great for everybody because we fucks with y'all. We love y'all. It's obvious. This is why y'all can talk shit about us, because we love y'all so much. Because we can stop all that shit.
That's fact. That makes
sense. On the real, we can stop all that shit. We let y'all talk shit about us because we love y'all so much. Like, so freeze that shit, queens, man. Fuck with y'all men, man. Let us take lead, man. I'm telling you, the only reason why we can't take lead because y'all won't let us take lead.
We have to address this, though, Pop.
Go ahead.
These niggas bitches. We gotta address that.
That's because they keep raising these niggas on their own.
But look, peep this out. Now this was the weirdest shit.
A nigga raised by a girl gonna have girl traits.
I'm gonna give you an example. Like, this man competing with women shit is the gayest. That's the most homosexual shit to me. Competing with that's the most homosexual to me when I see a motherfucker that could get along with all men but can't get along with not one woman to say, like, that type of shit to me. Like, a nigga can't stand on a female. Like, you really beefing like as an equal with your female. Like, you equal beefing with her like a real op.
That's crazy to me.
Like, you can consider a woman a real op, and you be Pop. Listen, I'm in the joint, and this nigga, I almost said his name. He been locked up longer than me. Light skinned nigga, Hazel Wise, and was one of them off Keith, dog. One of the brothers, man. And with the shits. No, them always weird. Weird motherfuckers a weird ass motherfucker. Any weird motherfucker ain't my people.
All Vice Lord niggas weird. Man.
I ain't Vice Lord. I'm a man. Don't go too far, though. Hey, don't go too far, though, nigga. Don't do that.
Y'all ain't standing
Hey, we ain't finna go through that shit. Hey, we ain't finna do that. But listen, Pop.
I know. I just want to fuck around on this.
See, I keep forgetting, man. You know, see, Pop.
I wanted you to forget because I want to end this shit.
Yeah, we supposed to, and I was going to end it on this cold ass note, man. You just throw it off, man.
But, yeah, but we don't end it on that. We're going to say that for next time.
No, because y'all can break this up in segments. Y'all have to break this up in segments. But we can't end with getting on the women ass, though.
No, we not. Because
this man told me.
Okay, say something good about
No. I ain't saying good about it. I'm going to say some shit about this punk ass nigga. I ain't,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? Because everything you said, and make no mistake, they women fucked up, like you said. Make no mistake. But this nigga, man, he knocked a broad. Now, he light-skinned Hazel eyes, right? First of all, the nigga threw a light skin picnic in the courtyard. Talking about light skin, y'all, and thought I was gonna be with. And thought I was gonna be with it, man. He talking about, yeah, light skin, but y'all can come. He said, you with it, GP? I'm like, bro, I'm black, bro. Like, that shit gay as a bitch. But I'm understanding why women say like light skin niggas just light. I'm like, man, I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, because you talking about some light skin. She's like, all the shit you say light skin niggas do. Like, I'm like, all light skin.
I'm inviting you to the light skin party.
Yeah,
if I had a light skin party,
I know he invited me.
I'm inviting you to the light skin party. You come
that
motherfucker with the freckles. Oh my god, with that smile, you're finna kill these bitches.
No. But it's hard though because these niggas really acting gay though. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that this was a thing, Pop, because all I know is who I am. So this shit not making sense to me. So they like light skin. I'm like, man, I don't know. All the tendencies y'all say light skin niggas got. I haven't experienced this. Like, I don't think like this. I don't feel this type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You saying we can't fight? Like, I haven't lost a fight yet? Like, none of that type of shit. Like, I'm a man. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So when he do, but I'm seeing it now by looking at dude. So this is what this motherfucker do, though. He said, I go on a visit. No, we was watching the Olympics, nigga. This 2000. What was that? The Olympics after the pandemic. It was a pretty ass chick run track, had that light skin with the eyes.
Oh no.
So you know in the joint we go out there talking about the women that was on the TV, right?
Yeah.
He got eyes though. He said, "Yeah, man, I seen her. Man, she bitch had made me look in the mirror like, damn, this bitch eyes prettier than mine." I said, "Man, this bitch got me fucked up. She thinks she prettier than I am." Like, dog, you in the joint for murder, bro. You supposed to be a whole member in this bitch, cause you talking about you compete with the you compete with the aesthetics of a bitch. And the nigga saying shit like this, Pop. He said, "Yeah, I see these fags around. I know these want to fuck with me, but I ain't going though." I'm like, oh my. Pop, so you gotta get a women some grace.
That you going.
You gotta get a women because at this point I can tell you flattered that they attracted to you. Long as you just attractive, nigga, you happy that somebody attracted to you.
You
Pimp.
the nigga at the spade game talking about I'm just playing spades with him. Hey,
Yeah. I just let him do my hair.
Yeah, I just let him braid my hair.
He the coldest braider.
Come on, get the fuck out.
Yeah, so you gotta get a women some grace.
Yeah.
And it's so many of them niggas that now when they encounter something like this, Pop, they don't even. I realize this was they don't know how to submit. That's why I said it's a process. Because Shar, when I was talking to Shar, first black, like first chocolate locks, everything.
Dog, we got
God damn, dog,
so
man, the shit.
So
but she was the worst, and my expectations for a black woman was so high, and you was dark how I like them, and I like locks and that culture look.
But why
the
you only
worst
like white girls
motherfucker,
now?
huh?
Why you only like white girls now?
I don't. Who said I only like? He's lying now. He's lying now. He's trying to
you.
line me up. He trying to get y'all to crucify me. He trying to get the black woman to crucify my monkey ass over here. No, but she was terrible, like you said. But she snapped one day and was like, "Nigga, you giving me all this shit? You think I just can take all this shit? Like, what? You see, nigga, gotta get this shit to me in doses." Like, it got to the point where it was so overwhelming that she just admitted, like, "It's too much for me. It's too much." She's like, "It's too much. I don't know how to take all. You gotta give it to me in parts. Like, I'm fucked up. I just deal with this lame ass nigga. Like, understand I'm fucked up, but I don't know how not to be fucked up. And the only difference is you so fucked up, I can't deal with that fucked up because I'm still dealing with some fucked up. It's gonna make me fuck you up. So I gotta remove myself and keep it moving. But we gotta get women some grace though." But
So you
that's
done?
it. Yeah, I'm through.
Okay, Lord have mercy. My
Man,
girl
act like
just
you
came
ain't
up
enjoy
this
this
motherfucker
shit.
with the bed too.
Yeah,
so
she said we was taking too long.
That most definitely was
Was the cue.
over.
That was the cue. They see you look at her when she came. They know somebody came because you can see it on your face.
Like, must be came through this motherfucker stomping too.
And she ain't make eye contact.
No, but listen, y'all, man. Listen, man. I really appreciate you, man. Y'all people out there, man, coming to fuck with us here, man. Cause this was really something that me and him did, man, and we was gonna just let this shit go how I want to go because we think it was a conversation that I think a whole bunch of fathers and sons not having, especially black fathers and sons, because it's a whole bunch of fathers that then let their son down and can't even talk to their sons because they don't want to hear how their sons really feel. But I'm with that shit because I love my son enough to like, nigga, shit, I don't give a fuck if I'm to blame. I still got you. You still got me, nigga. So
and that's where I'm at
fuck
right
what
now
I
with
did.
it. Like,
I'm not doing it no more, nigga. That's all that matters.
Fuck all that.
What I
Like,
did.
I'm at the
not
point in
doing
my
no
life
more.
now where I'm just glad I got both my parents, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how I'm saying. Like, man, I'm sitting this motherfucker with my son, man.
I see the benefit. Like, your benefit in my life still so important. It's not the same.
Yeah,
your purpose ain't the same.
I see the same way with
like
you.
when I told you, like, Pop, you don't get.
Yeah, I get
like
it.
when
You
you
don't
telling
understand
me,
like how your
like,
benefit is to my life. Like you don't understand.
Nigga, I've been through all the shit. I've been through how it benefited motherfuckers' life. Like I've been through that
this
shit. It was
nigga,
no
he-
mistake.
That
Like,
usually
I
would have
already
been my
knew-
line
like,
when
I
he said
already
that
knew,
shit, but he
like I
stole my
already
line.
knew, like I could take you farther than anybody. Cause ain't nobody else gonna get it.
But I'll be honest.
But I'm better than you too, though, and I'm better than you.
I
So it's
expected you
expected to
too.
be like
But
that.
I'm never
I
gonna
just
say
wanna just
you
put that
not
on
better than
record,
me
nigga. It
because
wasn't
you
for
my fucking
you.
son. What type
It
of
wasn't-
father would I
Pop,
ever be?
Pop,
Not saying
that
my
wasn't for
son
you. That was
better
for
than me.
them. Even though they probably already deduced that at this motherfucking point. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to say it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just simply saying, if y'all deduce that this nigga is the better nigga, then you have to deduce that the nigga who made him a better nigga is his father.
Fuck out.
So, however y'all want to deduce it, I am proud that this nigga can stand here and be a better nigga than me.
Sit here, stand, walk,
Stand,
run, all
I
that shit.
don't even consider you a sitter. I consider you a stander. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate the fact that I could sit here, like, even just had even like this. This is how I wanted to end this. I'm glad you got me here because I wanted to end it like this too. But I was trying to hear your last point, like, because this if I did this for anything, I did this for men like me who done failed, who done fucked up, man, and who still can't listen to their son, man, who can't listen to their kids, can't never realize why they kids saying like, dog, that you was bogus. Like a motherfucker like to use that shit, what they did, they mistakes as an excuse, dog. But I did this shit, dog, so a nigga could tell me, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You fucked up. You failed me. And see, that's the conversation, man, niggas need to be able to have with they motherfucking kids. Like, dog, you failed me. Like, that's the conversation a lot of these niggas need to be having with they single mamas, to be honest, not just they daddies. Like, you failed me. Like, man, motherfuckers got to stop failing these motherfucking babies, man. And I'm only fortunate enough that I could sit up here with my motherfucking 33-year-old son and he ain't dead or ain't gone forever. And we can do this motherfucking pod. Because I failed him, but I ain't failed him to the point where there was no recovery. There's a recovery, and I'm willing to do whatever to recover that. Because I know he out, and I'm out. Y'all watch us. Peace.
Love you, Pop.